Hey. Yeah, let me get one. You know what? Make it two. Yeah, let me get a double. You know what? Hey, the barkeep. Let me get a second round. Yeah. The ladies. Second round's on us. Yeah. That's right. Second round's on us. And now it's time, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Second Rounds on Us podcast show. What's up, everybody? It's Tommy James, Mr. Oh So Smooth, and I'm back again. It's time for round 3 of Cosplayers Month, and I got someone special with me. He wasn't here yesterday because something happened, and he had to take care of it, but he's back, Mr. Malave.
Blast from the blast. What's up, guys? This is Matthew Malave, a.k.a. Mr. Malave, and I'm excited. Yes, I was gone yesterday, but now I'm back, just like that.
Did you say?
And I'm ready to get it going.
But you said
what?
blast from the past? That doesn't even make sense.
What?
You said blast from the past.
Listen. No, I said and blast. I'm back.
Oh, Flash.
Yes.
Way to go.
It must be a connection issue then, huh? Because you really can't hear me, huh? You gotta open your ears.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, but anyway, we already know Mr. Malave's here. But of course, again, it is.
Yeah, you know what?
Shut up, goddammit. Anyway.
God, is that you?
He's still talking.
Is that you, God? Yo, some weird shit is happening in my house, I swear to God.
Oh, you might have ghost. But we'll get into
what?
But we'll get into that. Ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, I ain't afraid of no.
Oh my God, this motherfucker hasn't shut up yet. Hi, Matt. Great to have you back on the show.
Hi. Thanks. It was great to be back. It's great to be back.
Okay, so here we go again. It's Cosplayers Month. It's round 3, and none other than all the way from the Carolinas, Vanessa. What is going on? It is great to have you. It's great to actually see you. Finally.
Yeah, it's great to be on. I'm excited. I'm excited to talk Ghostbusters.
Oh my God, that is going to be really
Woo!
exciting. I know both me and Matt have seen the new movie, so.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Yes, the fact that Alex aren't here isn't that bad because they have not seen the new movie.
Okay.
So we lucked out with us too.
Yeah.
So why don't you tell everybody, give the entire information, tell them where they can find you, and so on and so forth.
Okay. Well, I'm on most social media. I'm on Instagram the most as Scarlett_Spitfire. And that's Scarlett with 2 T's. I have a Facebook page at Scarlett Spitfire. I've been doing some stuff on YouTube, which I plan to pick up some more, and that's at Scarlett Spitfire. Those are the places I'm mainly at now, still working on the website, so that's where you can find me the most right now.
Great, that's awesome, and just like us, we are also working on a website, so, and eventually we'll be able to get that up, hopefully soon enough. But
I have the name.
You have all right. At least you have the domain.
That's the most important part, actually.
Yeah.
At least you got the domain part down. Now it's going to be breaking everything down, and all the real work comes into play. Yeah, the part that's one part I don't want to deal with.
Yeah.
Because it's really annoying. But before we start, I also want to bring up to the fact is behind you literally just kind of represents of a person that you truly are. I mean, look at that stuff. Is this like the man-woman cave?
Well, I mean, it's our nerd room / craft room.
Oh my God.
/ everything room. So we kind of have all kinds of culture in here.
Kind of a Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, he's got a proton pack. He's fighting Slimer.
Oh my God, he has a proton pack. That is awesome. Wow, that's a cool room.
Thanks.
I'm going to mimic that room.
You should.
I'm gonna try because that's pretty impressive.
A big investment in pop figures. I think there'll be a return like Beanie Babies. It'll
Yeah.
come.
Well, you know what it is? I think Beanie Babies was originally worth a decent amount of money as time went on. I'm hoping the pop figures get worth something. I do have a lot, but I don't think it's going to happen.
No.
I mean,
Sentimental value. That's what
yeah, that's what it is. And you know what? I buy the pop figures only like that represent me, I guess, as a person.
Yeah.
So I'm not just like, oh yeah, let me get the Belle from Beauty and the Beast because I like the movie, but I don't need a Belle.
Yeah, the cast of Friends.
I'm not getting the cast of Friends. If they make a King of Queens, though, I will get that.
Oh my God, that would be awesome.
I would totally buy it.
Hilarious. I love that show.
Yes, that show is absolutely fantastic. And Kevin James is a comedic genius when it comes to television, sadly, not movies.
Yeah, he's pretty hilarious. Sorry, my dogs have entered. Let me kick them out real quick.
Yep, that's all right. Take your time.
Ouch.
Goddamn dog. Oh, Malave is missing. Oh, there he is. Welcome back, Matt.
Yes. All right. Yeah, I don't know. Things are going crazy, but I'm back.
Laptop.
Hey, I've got a proton pack. I can be up there.
Good. Please, how fast can you get here? Because it's freaking me out.
Well, I'll give you my account number, and you can prepay.
Oh, really? So that way you'll never show up, and I'll just die, and you'll be paid? I think I'll deal with the ghost.
Good luck to that, Matt. But before we start, what's everybody drinking tonight? I know I'm drinking a Michelob Ultra.
I am drinking, actually, I'm drinking some Jack and Ginger. It's kind of a strong night tonight.
Oh. I got a margarita. Yeah. I made a margarita.
Oh, nice.
Margarita.
Wine witch cup.
Oh, shit.
So,
wine witch.
Not wine, but it'll do.
It's a margarita.
Mm-hmm. It's a margarita. I think it's better than some wine.
Right. All right. So before we start yet again, because I've been saying this probably 4 times, but we have to make sure we mention the sponsor of Cosplayers Month, which is none other than Novertim. And I'm going to say it right this time yet again because they are from Montreal, Canada. Fucking did it twice in a row.
Canada.
I got it right. It was Canada. I said Canada, but it's still...
I like Canadian better.
Rolls off the tongue.
Yeah, right? It sounds like a cool word to say, like Canadian. You know? But I'm going to stop saying that before I'm not welcome in Canada, and that won't be good.
I'm from Montreal.
You're going to be like, yeah, that Malave guy, yeah, we don't like him.
To have your picture there on the border.
Yeah, right?
To have his album cover there.
You may not enter. All right, sorry.
Even your music will be banned from Canada.
Yeah, right? I would never perform in Toronto.
Don't be able to perform in Montreal either. But what is actually, especially, you know what, for Mr. Malave, this might actually make more sense too, is because what they're really big for is when it comes to branding, so promoting. So if Mr. Malave is sitting there working on a brand new album, which we know is coming, by the way.
Oh, yeah, and a brand new single is coming in about a week, so get ready for it.
Excitement runs wild for that. I'm really excited to hear that. But as you're sitting there recording your brand new album or even a brand new single, Novertim can go ahead and help you promote it while you're still in the studio. They go to your Facebook, they go to your Instagram, they go to your Twitter. They do all that great stuff. Even Alex get his naked pictures out there.
All right, we need to get those out there. How much do they charge? Because, like, it needs to be out there. I don't want to see them, though. I don't know how much they film.
I don't want to see them either, but if you do go to novertim.com, you can find out how much it charges. And most likely, if you talk to them, maybe get a little friendly with them, you might be able to see Alex's butt-naked pictures in the shower.
Yeah.
Working on his Facebook page.
Yeah, just always working. Always working on that.
Big black man photo. Not hashtag.
Yeah, you definitely need it.
All right.
No.
It's time to get it started. So, Vanessa, let's start it pretty much simple, easy as it can be. When did you start cosplaying?
Oh, well, officially cosplaying, it's probably only been the past couple years, but costumes and Halloween, of course, I think that's where every cosplayer starts, is with Halloween. You know?
That's the first time somebody said that.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, you would think. You would think they would say Halloween, but because that makes sense. You started as a kid.
Yeah, you start as a kid dressing up. You dress up for fun with your friends. You dress. The big one is Halloween, when everybody gets to see your costumes. You get to show off. So it kind of just built up from there, and started working on different things. I think the first biggest one I did was probably Rocket Raccoon. That was a really big one that I did.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So, and then it's just kind of gone on from there. The next one was I had Josh help me. We did the Proton Pack, so the Ghostbusters one. The next biggest one I did.
That one is fucking awesome.
Yeah, it came
Yeah,
out.
right? I want one.
Dude, everything what she does is with Ghostbusters is just so cool.
Well,
I know. I see it all the time, and it's amazing.
I'm not alone. I have help. So.
Well, your team is amazing.
Like when you got married, didn't you have the Ghostbusters like truck?
We had the Jeep. Yeah, we have the Ecto 4 WD.
What? That's amazing.
Yeah, we have the Ecto 4 WD. We had that there, and we had Josh had his suit on. I had my wedding dress on, and he had his Proton Pack, and I had the trap. We got lots of awesome pictures.
Fucking great. It's so cool.
To the core.
Yeah.
So what was the first ever cosplay that you actually did? Matter of fact, you know what? Before you even answer that, what was the first, since you said back on Halloween, what was the first real Halloween costume you can remember wearing?
Oh, easy. The very first one I remember is Cyndi Lauper.
Oh my God, really?
Yep. My mom spray painted my hair and had it all big and long. I had a big tutu on, and then the blue and pink makeup.
Oh shit, you went Goonies with that shit.
Yeah, straight Goonies.
I loved it. Yeah. I am totally a product of the 80s. Like, I love 80s culture, movies, everything.
That's
great. You gotta love like the cheesy one-liners and all like the theme songs to it.
Oh, yeah. I was just talking about that the other day. Movies don't have like that go-to song anymore. That's about the movie.
Well, that's one of the things that Tommy and I were talking too about, like Suicide Squad. Like the soundtrack was amazing. It was part of the story, you know. So that's what movies lack a lot now.
Yeah, it really is. There's some when you hear The Power of Love, you think of Back to the Future, like immediately.
Oh yeah, of course.
That just bring you to that movie. That doesn't happen so much anymore.
Even when you think of I've had the time of my life.
Yeah.
That's Dirty Dancing. I mean, definitely.
And of course, da-da-da-da-da-da, you hear that, you know what that is.
You already know what's happening in that movie. But that's
Yep.
That's
Ghostbusters.
That's Ghostbusters.
Some ghost about to get trapped. That's what they're about to do.
So that's that. I mean, that's pretty awesome though that you did Cyndi Lauper, because I like Cyndi Lauper and she's pretty awesome. She also likes wrestling, which is pretty great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And
I love her in WrestleMania.
Yes, I do remember that. I mean, I don't remember being there, but I remember watching.
Yeah, I wasn't there.
So, but it was in Madison Square Garden, so it was our place.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty awesome. And again, huge fan of the Goonies. That was the first time I was introduced to her in general. So that's always so that we got the Halloween costume out the way. It was Cyndi Lauper, but now it was time to cosplay. You got a little older. You're ready to cosplay. I want to know what was your first cosplay and what convention you went to as that cosplay.
Well, the very first. I used to live in Wilmington, which is kind of like a haunted pirate town. So Halloween is huge there in Wilmington. So the first time I worked on anything big, and I had a group of people around me who knew how to do like a lot of wiring and stuff, I did a Dalek from Doctor Who.
Oh my God!
Wow.
And I have the helmet. The whole helmet was wired. It's got lights coming out of the front and the sides and everything. And I wore, made a big tutu. It was kind of like a pin-up Dalek, but then I had roller skates to skate around in.
Oh, you went all out.
Yeah, I actually won a costume contest with that. I won a signed Matt Smith comic.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, awesome. Hey, Matt, what are you eating?
Is that Chinese food?
No, actually, it's not.
Nope.
And I don't know why my camera's like bugging though.
Yo, it's zoomed in everything. That's really funny. We got to see what you were eating. Looks like macaroni.
Well, I was eating.
That's pretty good.
I can't get my feedback.
Are you using your phone? Yeah, what you said you're using your phone. Don't you have a laptop?
My webcam doesn't work on my laptop.
Oh, man, you're the best, bro. Amazon Prime. He just signed off, so
Yeah.
we'll continue on from there since Mr. Malave has been having little issues.
It's all right.
So, my main question to you is, why do you cosplay? What really drives you to do this?
I love the fun of creating something and getting to represent something that you love.
Yeah.
Or that you like really like. You don't even have to love it. You can just like it, because people do thousands of cosplays that most of the time they probably don't even know where they come from.
Oh my God, it's so true.
I know, right? But it's really like get to be that character. You get to have fun. You get to see other people who know who you are and what you're doing.
Yeah.
I did a Marty McFly cosplay.
Nice.
To Oak City Comic Con here in Raleigh a couple years ago, and I walked around all day and nobody knew I was in costume. And then we went to a couple comic book shops later on the day, and at the last one we went to, the owner of the comic book shop was like, "Hey, I like your Marty McFly," and I was like, "That's it. It made it worth it."
Hold on, time out. So you were dressed as Marty McFly. I'm assuming from the first one?
Yeah, original.
Or it was from the first one. Okay. So you walked around as Marty McFly, and nobody knew who you were except one person at the end?
Yeah, not even at the Comic-Con. It was at a comic book store that we went to later.
Okay, that makes zero sense, and everybody should be ashamed of themselves.
Well, it just goes to show there's going to be wins and losses in cosplay.
It's Marty McFly. There should never be a loss when it comes to Marty McFly.
Well, I mean, maybe because I was a girl. I don't know.
No, it doesn't matter. That is a certain way that you're dressed, and people would look and be like, okay, you're dressed definitely not from this like era right now, and start putting two to two together. I mean, especially if you're a Back to the Future fan. I'm a person.
I know, but it's all right.
Orange vest. You had the hat. Did you have the hat?
No, I didn't have the hat. I had the orange vest.
Actually, the hat was at number 2.
Yeah, no, the hat was in the second one, and the other, I didn't have a skateboard at that time. But I mean,
the jeans, the white sneakers, and the orange vest,
the plaid short sleeve shirt.
Yeah.
I mean, I got it.
I mean, I would hope so.
Yeah, I got it. One of the guys from Mystery Science Theater 3000 once said, he's like, not everybody's gonna get it, but the people that do get it are the people that matter.
Mystery Science Theater. Why does that sound familiar?
Oh, it was the guys. It was Joel Hodgkins. He has 2 robots. They sent him to space, and they tortured him by making him watch like the worst movies ever made, like these old 50s, 40s movies.
That sounds really familiar.
Yeah. Tom Servo and Crow were the his 2 main robots that he built.
Oh shit! I'm gonna have to Google this and actually see.
It's on Netflix or Hulu.
It sounds like I've definitely seen it before, so I definitely got to check that out again.
It's great. They're basically just riffing these movies the whole time.
Oh well, anybody loves to just riff on shitty movies.
Yeah.
And we all know that there have been many shitty movies that have.
Yeah. Oh, there's plenty.
Especially if you go to the 80s, there are a lot of movies that as children we really enjoyed, and now we watch it going, wow. Mm-hmm. Funny enough, I was just watching Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Mm-hmm.
With my son, and he loves Pee Wee Herman, which is cool because Pee Wee Herman's our decades, really. Yeah. Don't get me wrong; it's a phenomenal movie, but it's stupid as fuck. This is a retarded. The whole movie is about a bicycle.
Yeah, it's the same with Pee-wee's. What was it called? Pee-wee's Big Top or something like that.
That was a circus one.
Yeah, it was just. What was that movie about, really?
No, there is no. There was a talking pig. It was his
It was
friend,
great.
and everybody knew the pig talk, but didn't find it weird. Like,
Yeah.
that movie makes no sense.
But it's for the kids. It was for us when we were his age.
Right. Well, that's true. Yeah.
So.
But it is fun to watch, though. Like I said, I was watching it. I'm thinking in my head, Tim Burton directed this movie.
Right? I know.
That's what's insane is Tim Burton. He did this movie before he did Beetlejuice and Batman.
Mm-hmm.
That's nuts. Tim Burton directed a Pee Wee Herman movie before doing Batman or Beetlejuice.
Yeah. Well, you see, it kind of has a little bit of that, like Edward Scissorhands, like when he's super clean, super bright colors, happy 1950s.
Yeah. With a bicycle.
With a bicycle, yeah.
With a bicycle, and a lot of weird shit in his house.
Yep, and a guy that wants to be Meatloaf.
It does seem a pretty cool house, though. I did like the Playhouse when I was a little kid.
Oh, I loved it. I loved that show.
Oh man, it's on Netflix. I still watch it.
Yes.
I watch it with my kid. It's great.
Yeah.
Nothing's better than having your child come up to you at almost 2 years old and say Pee Wee Playhouse, and I'm like, fuck yeah. I'm like, hell yeah, we are gonna watch Pee Wee.
Yeah, and he'll learn something. Like at least it was educational, kind of. Sometimes.
Sort of. It had its educational moments and wacky moments to be like weird.
Mm-hmm.
But it works. So also let's go now. Most of your cosplay that I see is a lot of old school stuff. You do a lot of old school things, which I personally like. I think that's great, and you do the pinups, which is pinups are awesome. And it's great. But I want to know if you're going to do another cosplay in the future, if it had to be something from the 80s, what would it be?
Well, the next one I'm working on, see now I can't remember if this was 80s or early 90s. I can't remember when it started, but I'm working on an Elvira cosplay.
Oh, Elvira. That was the 80s?
That was the 80s, yeah.
Yeah, she was the 80s.
Yeah, so that would be the one next on my
Elvira, nice.
Yeah. There's so many good ones from the 80s.
Have you ever think of going Addams Family? You could get your husband involved too.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. See some Addams Family. Some Morticia and Gomez.
Look who's back.
Yay!
Yes! Great.
You look clearer.
I'm so happy.
Did you change?
Yeah, I had to change rooms, yes.
Yeah, you look much clearer now, so.
That's great, and I still can't see you guys, so the problem is not solved.
Well, we can see you.
Yeah, we can see you. As long as we can see you, that's all that matters right now.
All right, so just don't show anything to the camera, because I'm going to just pretend to see it then.
Now, let me ask, you said, Matt, you just came back in, so Vanessa's saying that she's going to try to possibly do an Elvira costume for her, costume. You get them cosplay for the next time that she does it. Elvira is pretty cool, baby.
I like Elvira, and I honestly could see it, though.
Yeah, she could totally pull it off.
Yeah.
Why not Marilyn?
Yeah.
Oh, I've been told that one. I'll probably do that one too at some point. That one seems like a throwaway though. That would be pretty easy.
Like one of those yeah, I figured she'd do that.
Yeah.
But will you ever really do a Harley Quinn?
Well, I did the one, and I've been thinking the next Harley I want to do is going to be like a Mad Love Harley. So I want to work on the whole the jester cowl, and then maybe do the nightgown version. Don't you want to rev up your Harley type thing? So
you did a Harley voice, and I need you to do it one more time because we've been making anybody that's been a Harley Quinn has to do a Harley Quinn voice. So you're gonna do that one more time because it sounded pretty good, and I want to hear it again.
Okay, now it's gonna sound terrible.
No pressure.
No pressure. Okay. Don't you want to rev up your Harley?
Everybody's great at this. It's so funny to hear it.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, she's
man.
And the good thing about Harley Quinn is you can't really do it wrong.
That's true.
Yeah, almost any incarnation of Harley Quinn is right because that could be her.
It's true. You just kind of have to kind of put a sick voice on, like just like I'm a crazy person. Like I can't do it.
Yeah, I can't. I'm not gonna even attempt to do it. You guys can do
I
it.
don't even do voices. He does them a lot.
What?
We don't even do voices.
Listen, I don't have to do voices, all right?
Wait.
God.
Where's this from? Where's this from? I do voices. Okay. So you do voices. Daddy, I do voices.
Nope. Join the blank.
Nobody seen Mrs. Doubtfire?
Oh, see, I was. That's what I thought. I was gonna say that.
When she's talking.
Damn it! Don't you hate when you say it and then like, damn it, I knew it.
Yeah, right. Like should have said it.
Because you're thinking of it. It sounds
like I feel like
I'm not Robin Williams.
Dick now.
R.I.P. Robin Williams.
R.I.P.
So, Vanessa, I need to know, what is your all-time favorite movie? I think it's obvious, but I need you to say it.
All-time.
Yeah.
Ghostbusters. 1984 Ghostbusters.
The original one, of course.
Yeah.
All right, you have to say the year now because you know.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I'll
take it. I'll take all the Ghostbusters.
We'll get into that.
Oh, okay.
We've never done a review on the new Ghostbusters.
Okay.
We're going to do it, all three of us. But we're going to talk more Ghostbusters before then.
Okay.
But why was Ghostbusters your favorite movie of all time?
Well, when I was younger, I grew up with my grandparents. So, my grandpa, he worked during the day, he'd come home. He'd always, like, if we went out to the store, he wanted a toy, whatever, he'd get it for us. But it wasn't rare that he would surprise us with something.
Mm.
And so I remember vividly one day he came home. I was really young. I don't remember how old I was, but he came home with a grocery store VHS of Ghostbusters. Had a big orange sticker on it, said 99 cents. And it was the kind of the VHS casing that you just squeezed it and it would just slide out of the bottom.
Yep.
The tape would slide out of the bottom. And I put it in and I watched it and I just fell in love. Like, I thought it was hilarious. Mm-hmm. I loved every part of it. Like, I was immediately quoting that movie. And Venkman reminded me so much of my grandpa that it kind of just stuck with me there and just kind of kept going. The love kept growing.
That's perfect, actually.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
For those viewers that don't know what a VHS tape is, it was the square that used to stick into a VCR.
It was a rectangle.
Oh yeah, it was a rectangle. Yeah. Rectangle.
Yeah. But you know.
It had four sides, bro. It had four sides.
Yeah.
Well, what you did was you stuck it into a VCR, and the movie used to play on your television set.
Mm-hmm.
It was insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I used to hate when you remember tracking when like if your VCR head or something was dirty, you had to mess with like the tracking, or then like you would go in there with like a Q-tip and then you just have to clean it.
Yeah.
You have to clean it. You have to flip up and
blow in there. Yeah.
Yeah. Remember when the tape gets stuck?
And your heart would break because you're pulling it out, and the tape is still in the VCR.
It's ruining it.
I know.
Dude, I've ruined things like that.
Oh, it's the worst.
Movie.
Yeah, it's so bad.
Kids these days, they don't understand the struggle.
They don't. I used to collect VHSs, and they were heavy. I remember moving from where I was, like a different part of Brooklyn, and I had to just carry just loads of tapes. Like, why do I collect these shits?
I still have VHS tapes. Only Disney, though.
I do too. Oh, the Disney with the white casings that you open them up.
Yeah, I used to have a bunch of those.
Yeah.
You know Disney buys them back, right?
They did?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you have to give them. You got to give them the entire.
How much?
And supposedly a decent amount of money.
Well, I'm sure
That's
they're trying to control their product because they're only releasing movies at a certain time for a certain amount of time. So the more they can get back, the more they can control their product release.
Exactly.
Of course,
The
of
whole
course. I don't have the tape anymore. Like, I got it by the Blu-ray.
Right?
You gotta buy the Blu-ray, but you gotta wait until the Blu-ray comes out.
Right? For one
Yeah,
week.
yeah, yeah, and it's only available for like a month. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty.
And it won't be back out in another 10 years.
Oh, man, I really want to see the Aristocrats. Like, this is ridiculous.
Going back in the Disney box.
Yeah, right. It's going back in a vault. Like, why is there a vault? And where is this vault located?
I think we should make a mission to find that vault.
Yeah, we have to. I think we should do like a national treasure type feel to this this whole little hunt.
That would be a great movie.
I think
bet
that's the plot to National Treasure 3.
if we all threw in like $250, I bet we could hire Nick Cage to be in it too.
That cheap nowadays.
Yeah, damn, that's cheap. Around on us then? Like,
Overact in every scene.
yeah, he would. He would try to do the Johnny Blaze thing, and I'm like, no, this is National Treasure.
We just watched the second Ghost Rider the other day too.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. That sucked.
That movie's horrible.
It sucks so bad.
I love watching anything with Nicolas Cage. It's fascinating to me to see him.
Gone in 60 Seconds. That's one of Nicolas Cage's best movies. And Face Off.
Con Air.
Face Off. Con Air. Face Off was my shit with John Travolta. Travolta.
He has the ability to be a phenomenal actor, and he has the ability to not be one.
Yes, I know. It's so
Yeah,
fun.
you never know who you're getting.
But Con Air, that is a manly movie. Con Air is manly.
Yeah. It was Boss. It was Boss.
Snake Eyes, that was a great movie.
Snake Eyes was okay. 8mm was okay too.
8mm was good.
Yeah.
How about The Wicker Man? Did you see The Wicker Man?
I love Moonstruck.
Yo, Wicker Man was sick. I like the twist in Wicker Man at the end. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I like the movie more than I like Nicolas Cage in that movie.
Dude, that movie's horrible, bro. That movie.
Yeah.
That movie basically made the internet what it is today with memes.
Yeah.
And
basically.
And bees. There are my eyes! There are my eyes! Oh man, the movie's so horrible.
Alright, yeah. It is.
The CGI bees, and he's really trying to act. He can't act at that point.
He was trying to be so serious.
How serious can you be when the movie made no sense?
It didn't. It was all over the place.
All the sacrifice for honey. It made no sense. Oh,
I like the twist in the end. I like the twist in the end.
What twist? That it was about fucking honey? They were sacrificing a man for honey? What's the twist?
It was I don't know, man. I don't know. I haven't seen the movie in years, bro. I think I saw it twice, and I was like, oh, this is a good movie. And I just probably never seen it again. That's where I'm referencing all my shit from right now.
That's because you really thought it was a good movie.
Yeah. I really wanted it to be a good movie, I guess.
The movie's fucking horrible. So, Vanessa, I got another question for you when it comes to cosplaying. I want to know what's your biggest pet peeve when it comes to cosplaying.
Well, the biggest pet peeve, I guess, would be for most people is the haters, but mostly people that hate on people who do it a different way or who, do what they can to their skill level, their ability, and they're so excited and happy about it, and then they get treated like crap because they don't have thousands of dollars to either buy or throw into a cosplay. Like, I can't stand that. There's a lot of tension in the cosplay world, I think, because people who don't have the ability to get their cosplays screen accurate or better don't get to feel the excitement or be shared or get to talk about what they love and what they did and what they put their heart and soul into, because everyone wants to see, these big, awesome cosplays, or they want to see these half-naked girls, or they want to see, somebody that's just going to drown them out.
Yeah.
And I think Like, I don't feel like that's what cosplay is about or necessarily where it began.
I don't think so either. I have to agree with that. Tell everybody the topic, the obvious topic.
It's Ghostbusters!
Ghostbusters, yes. We're going to talk everything Ghostbusters right now.
Yeah.
And eventually, when we get to the new movie, we'll give our own review on the movie, and we'll find that we all believe it deserves a second round. There he is. Welcome back, Matt.
Yes.
Yeah, my shit went off. Your shit went off.
It's all right. What are you going to do?
She's good. She's ready to go. It's time to talk Ghostbusters.
Let's do it.
All right,
Yeah.
so when was the first time you've seen Ghostbusters, Matt?
I want to say when I was about like 8 or 9 years old. I remember watching it on Channel 5. They used to have those Saturday afternoon movies.
Yeah.
And Ghostbusters just happened to be on, and I immediately got sucked in. Like, it was hilarious. I was always like, what? Like they're in a fire station, and there's ghosts out here. Let's go, and it's New York. I was just hyped the moment I saw it, and I was just glued to the TV. And I remember watching it, and they used to play it, I guess, every month or something, because it would come on, and I used to be really into dubbing tapes, so I used to record it from the TV, so that way I can watch it whenever I can. So I remember seeing the TV guide. This is how old it is, the TV guide. And knowing that it was coming on again Saturday night this time. And I put it to record, and I stopped it during commercials, so that way I didn't have to see commercials. But yeah, I love that movie. It kind of like changed my life. I kind of always wanted to be a Ghostbuster.
Everybody wants to be a Ghostbuster.
Yeah.
Hence why the commercials were so successful. Everybody was Ghostbusting.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I actually got into Ghostbusters, I was little too. Because the first one came out before I was born.
Yeah.
84?
What?
The first one?
84?
84.
Yeah.
Yeah, not born yet. So didn't
Yeah, no, me neither.
I think the second one came out, what, 88?
89.
89. Okay, so I was 2. So
I was 1.
You were 1, I was 2. I didn't really get a chance to watch it. The first thing that got me into Ghostbusters was the theme song. That was what got me thinking of, what is this? Then finally one day, it was on television, like Matt said, on Fox, and my dad was like, oh, you'll like this movie. It's pretty interesting. And I watched it. I thought it was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
It was so funny.
Dude, the movie is so fun. Like, I liked Ace Ventura, and I liked Ghostbusters.
Ace Ventura was my movie. I loved it. That was another one. I used to have like 5 movies on a cassette tape. I used to go to the dollar store, get like the 6-hour tapes, and just go ham.
No, dude, Ace Ventura, Ghostbusters, Wayne's World, Goonies, it was all like that. That's how I used to watch these movies before I went to bed on Sunday, knowing I got school the next day.
Yep. For me, it was Ghostbusters and Back to the Future.
Oh,
Those are my...
Yeah.
I got into Back to the Future when I got older. I think it was when I went to Universal Studios when I was like, oh, this is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I saw Back to the Future when I was a little older too, like maybe like 13, 14, and it was same. I went to Universal, and I was like, yo, this is sick. I have to watch the movie.
Exactly. That's, I think, how I got into Back to the Future. I mean, I know my dad watched it, but as a kid, you just see, like, too much talking. Ghostbusters, there was literally ghosts in front of you.
Oh, yeah.
And the talking was hilarious. Like, you got them just telling jokes. It was great.
Dude, they're all their personalities itself just clicks really well together. These are SNL guys. Well, at least 2 of them are SNL guys, and it just really clicked. Like, plus you had Rick Moranis, who was in the movie, how I knew him from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. So I was like, wait, I know this guy.
Yeah, me too. I was like, yeah. No, it was first Honey, I Blew Up the Kid. That was the first movie.
Wrong. That was the second movie.
That was the second movie.
Was it?
Honey, I Shrunk the
Shit. I have the timeline all wrong. I'm like modern day Hollywood.
The cast itself of Ghostbusters is just pretty much phenomenal. I mean, you got some from Alien is in this movie.
Yeah.
And she's cool.
That was a big, from what I hear and the research that I've done, that was a big deal that she was in this kind of funny comedy, paranormal comedy movie.
Because she did a lot of serious stuff.
Yeah.
Especially Alien. She came from this movie where, you know, like, it was more, I mean, it's a horror movie, but...
Yeah, that is straight up, like, science fiction horror.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now she's literally doing science fiction horror. Technically, it's...
That's just her main genre now.
Kind of. Yeah.
Ghostbusters was technically considered a horror movie. It's a horror comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's so many things. It's a comedy, it's scary, it's a rom-com, you know, you have so many different aspects to it. I think that's why it's had, like, such a huge following of people. It's just one of those movies that makes you feel good. It gives you hope, you know, at the end.
Yeah. I tell you one thing, Ghostbusters 2 scared the shit out of me. Like,
there you go.
It did a little. I was like, yo, that guy is freaky as shit. Like,
he was a painting.
yeah, right? Like, that was weird. I'd never looked at paintings the same again. I remember in my aunt's house, she had, like, I guess in her apartment, they had 3 giant paintings in the middle of her living room. Like, it was there when she had the apartment, and it's painted on the wall. And so I seen that movie, and every time I went back to my aunt's house, I was like, nah, yo, this shit's not right. Like, something's not right.
He's in there. He's scared. He's thinking that he's gonna get possessed or something.
I'm standing there like, yeah, the painter better not move or nothing better not come out of it. I swear to God.
No, lightning bolts are gonna come out of his eyes into yours.
No, yeah, right. Or the ooze is just gonna like go everywhere.
Climb.
But all you got to do is play music, and it'll be jumping up and down and be all great.
Yeah.
It's all about being happy.
Yeah, right.
But right now, though, the original movie, though, the first movie had so much sexual jokes in that movie. Like, as a kid, you had no, like, as a kid, no clue. I'd watch it like it was that I watched children. No idea what the jokes meant and laughed. So I'm like, that sounds cool.
Yeah.
No idea.
It's kind of like because we.
Who was your favorite character in the movie, though?
Me?
Yes.
Oh. That's hard. That's hard for me to pick a favorite. I mean, everybody's favorite is Peter Venkman. Like, that's everybody's favorite. You know, Bill Murray. But if I had to pick one outside of that, it would probably be Louis Tully, Rick Moranis' character.
Rick Moranis, yeah.
He was hilarious.
He was. Hey, Dana. Hey, Dana. Hey, Dana. I got an account over to my house a little later. If you want, I can check out, maybe knock on your door, maybe we can see if you come in for the party. Come for the party.
Hey, you left your TV on really loud, and the people called to complain, and I tried to climb around outside, you come in your window and turn it off, but it was locked. So I just turned my TV really loud.
Yeah. Okay, Louis. Matt, who was your favorite character? Matt is gone.
Lost him. All right, you answer the question.
All right, so my favorite character, see, that's tough, because I was a real big fan of Harold Ramis. Mm-hmm. So, like, I really like Egon's character because he's kind of a dick. You know, I mean, they're all dicks in the way they kind of portray themselves, but if you really listen to his dialogue, he's an asshole. Like, he is a real fucking dick the way he talks to all of them.
He's just on a higher level.
Because he's extremely intelligent. I mean, they all are intelligent, but he's extremely intelligent. Yeah. So I always thought just the way he acted, it just to me made the most sense to want to pay attention to.
Oh, yeah.
You know, especially with the Twinkie. That's a big Twinkie. You know, like the way he explains that whole, the way that just everything worked, the way he explained with the Twinkie. Like, you're sitting there going, that's some crazy analogy right there. That's really impressive. And the dude wrote the movie with Dan Aykroyd. Oh,
I know. Yeah, well, Harold Ramis wrote a lot of movies. Like, when he started, he did the National Lampoon's comedy troupe. So he was there with John Belushi. You know, it was them. And it was Bill Murray's brother, and it was Bill Murray. Like, before SNL, these guys are doing the same kind of stand-up, kind of sketch, kind of edgy comedy. So for as reserved as he appears and the roles that he plays, he's a comedic pervert. I think.
Pervert. But he was really good. Hey, Matt's back.
Yay!
Hey, Matt, welcome back.
Thanks.
So yeah, but I also was a pretty big fan of Dana, which is obviously Sigourney Weaver, because I liked her from Alien. So to be able to see her take on that different role, like you mentioned before, it was pretty interesting to see. And she was pretty kind of hot when she was possessed.
Yeah,
she had a little sexual aura.
But it was like a weird sexual aura, like that orange dress, and she's just like, like the way she was breathing heavily. I mean,
sexuality.
It was. Oh, say that one more time.
Demon possessed sexuality.
Old school demon possessed. Nowadays it's not like that. Nowadays, I don't think they figured it out yet.
It's kind of freaky now. Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, nowadays they're like, fuck me. Like, no, that's not how it's supposed to be. Like.
Yeah, definitely not.
That's The Exorcist was like that, but.
Yeah, right. Exorcism of Emily Rose is what you get these days.
Oh, damn. That movie.
Where they want to speak in tongues and shit.
Yeah.
One scene that freaked me out in that movie is when she was off the bed, when she was like flipped upside down and the boyfriend woke up. That's the only scene that got me. I was like, oh shit, like, that's fucked up.
Yeah, that was a little crazy.
That was a creepy movie.
What about Winston? I like Winston from Ghostbusters.
Because he's the token black guy.
Yeah, so I love just how laid back and like nonchalant he was. Like he was just like, oh, we're gonna kill some ghosts. Alright, let's kill some fucking ghosts.
He just wanted to
that role was initially written for Eddie Murphy. It was gonna be a much bigger role. Yeah. And then when he backed out, they got somebody else and they kind of wrote it down a little bit for not such a big star.
Yeah, Ernie Hudson took the role, which was an iconic role for him.
Oh, God, yeah.
I think it kind of made his career.
Well, to this day, he's like one of the faces of Ghostbusters. He goes to most of the cons. He's there with the Ecto-1. He signs, like, you go to him, he'll sign everything that you have. He's a pretty great guy for the franchise and just in general.
Have you met him?
I have not. I came close. I came really close, but it'll happen one of these days.
I would like to meet him.
Yeah.
He seems like a cool guy. I feel like his character is the same way he acts in real life.
Yeah, me too.
I could definitely see that. But the whole point of his character in the movie was he was just trying to get paid.
That's it.
He just wanted to know if there was a paycheck involved.
Yeah. But you can tell by like the end, he was just like, yeah, I can dig this. This shit is fun.
Well, there's the line. I've seen some shit that'll turn you white.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the guy literally was going against a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. So
yeah.
I think once you see one of those, you're not really going to be able to. Nothing's going to scare you.
You're not going to really back down, yeah.
Yeah, like you're going to. I mean, you'd have some gonads after seeing a big ass marshmallow. Which you know what's funny? Speaking of the marshmallows, when they would shoot the marshmallow, you would think it would burn quicker because it's a marshmallow. But obviously, it's a movie.
The personification of Marshmallow. He's really an ancient deity in marshmallow form.
Listen to her. She knows.
She knows her shit. But it was really retarded too, because like again, I love the movie to itself, but it's like it's so funny that I want to know how they came up with that. Like, was Dan Aykroyd just sitting there eating some marshmallows and was like, I got an idea for a villain. They put Marshmallow Man.
Why don't we just do marshmallows? It'll work.
I should probably know that, but I'm not really positive on where that came from, or if it was an actual thing. I know that Dan Aykroyd he's the one that wanted to do this, like, spectral phenomenon kind of movie, because his dad was an actual, like, he knew his shit about ghosts. He wrote a book about ghosts, like what they really are. He did all the classifications. You hear the class 1 through 5, and you primarily hear class 5, free roaming vapor, in Ghostbusters. So his dad came up with all the different classifications. So that was his family's background.
That's interesting. I actually didn't know.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
That's crazy. The shit you can learn. Insane.
Mhm.
So when you first saw your first original movie, how many times did you watch it after seeing it?
Oh my
After
God.
VHS though, because obviously television, movie theater, you have to wait.
Yeah, an innumerable amount of times. I can have that movie on and have my back turned and tell you everything that's happening.
Yeah.
I know
That's
that
great.
movie. Yeah,
I
I
could do
could
that
not
with
tell
Cool
you how many
Runnings.
times.
I could do that with Cool Runnings.
Oh yeah,
Like
that's another classic.
love
I
that
can
movie.
do that.
My favorite movie.
I can do it with Goonies. Good. I can do that with the Goonies, definitely.
Goonies,
Yeah.
another great. I mean, these are all great, fantastic movies. But let's move on from the original Ghostbusters onto number two, which wasn't that great compared to the original one.
They're they're different. I love them both equally because to me they both having you had that time in between. So the real Ghostbusters comes out what in '87. So you
Right.
have the Ghostbusters out, and you have that really like funny, more slapsticky kind of comedy. They really like overemphasized all the characters, all their traits. And so you get to the second Ghostbusters, and they've kind of drawn from that. Like I just found out that in the first Ghostbusters, Slimer's character, his name wasn't Slimer. They called him Onion Head in the first
What?
Ghostbusters because they,
Onion Head.
yeah, he didn't have a name. He was just going to be a little not no name ghost character in it. But then they put him in the cartoon, the real Ghostbusters. Kids love him. You know, they call him Slimer, and so they bring him back into the second one. So I kind of feel like the
Wow.
second one is a gift to all the fans that stayed on, all the kids that watched the cartoon.
I enjoyed
I,
the cartoon. Like that cartoon was awesome. I actually had the VHS tape of the cartoon where they
yeah,
had.
we got the
Oh shit.
box set for a Christmas gift.
Oh snap.
Yeah, Firehouse. We've been
Yeah.
watching that a lot lately.
Oh man, that's so cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I actually have. I think I might still have it. I'm somewhere in my house. It was the VHS tape, and I remember the episode. It was the one with the what was it called? Not. It was like a grasshopper, but there's another name for it.
Praying Mantis.
Praying mantis. There we go. And it was the float, like in the Thanksgiving Day parade type thing,
Oh, okay, yeah.
and it turned into the actual praying mantis. Like that was
Yeah.
the one I had, and it was like two episodes. It was that one and the other one where they went to like a certain town, and it was like in a house or some shit like that. I remember loving that show. Because of that, I started watching the show on television, and now I watch it on my Fire Stick,
Mhm.
for free. I watch it on
Yeah.
the Fire Stick, and it's so great to see, and it's so much fun, especially because the theme song is in it in the beginning. Yeah. It's not the original. It's not Ray Parker
It's
Jr.
a little bit different.
Yeah, it's a little bit different, but it is a really good show. And I can see where you're saying that they ventured off into the movie.
Mhm.
Or the new movie. I wonder if this is Mr. Malave. I am a bit choppy. Hang on, Mr. Malave is. I keep getting kicked out. I can't see it.
Oh.
So with the second movie, I didn't really like it too much. I mean, it's like I liked it, and then it wasn't the original, and it looks like they were trying a little too hard in the second one to get the fans to really get on board. From the original movie that it came out. I mean, they tried to bring back the characters, and you had Dana brought back, and the whole with her and Bankman not being together, it raises too many questions. Like, what happened? Why did it happen? Who's this baby?
Yeah.
Baby Oscar. Nobody cares about Oscar, but for some reason, that guy wanted Oscar, and she was a painter. When the hell was she a painter? Like, when all this stuff? Like, there was too many questions.
Yeah, there was a lot you kind of had to fill in for, or just take what they were giving you. But and it wasn't as commercially successful as the first one either.
No, it wasn't.
But I think that Janusz in that movie is Peter
Yeah,
Peter. I can't remember his last name. McNichol. Peter McNichol. He is hilarious as Janusz.
oh, I think he's great too.
Like that is I think that's probably one of the best characters in that movie is Janusz.
Yeah, I really thought he was funny, just the way he'd be like, Dana, you want to go and have a drink, a movie? And that's okay, Janusz. It's Vigo, the great, powerful Vigo.
Oh, command me, Lord!
Oh my God, it was just horrible. Like,
I love it so much.
It's so funny though.
Yeah.
Command, Lord, command. A child. Child. It just, the other thing about the movie was just, to me, it didn't have the plot like the original one did. And that's why I say it felt like it was kind of rushed in a way. Like they kind of just threw it out there. Hopefully people like it. And people do like the movie. I will watch the movie if it's on television, and there's times I will turn it on, but I'd always rather go to the original than go to the. That's just, that's what I think.
Hey, that's all right. Everybody's got their own opinion. Some people I know a lot of people like the second one because when they were growing up, that was the one they saw first.
Right, I know that.
Like that was their Ghostbusters. So everybody has something that they love. I'm sure a lot of young kids now they're going to think that way about the one that just came out. Like that's going to be their Ghostbusters.
It's not good. It's not a good thing though. They need to know the original. But we'll get into the new one.
Yeah, it'll lead them back.
We'll get into the new one because I know I have a lot to say about the new one. But after number 2 came out, the one thing I did like about number 2 was it really showed the way New York City is when it came to the Ghostbusters. Like New York was behind them, especially like the Statue of Liberty thing they use in the whole freedom. It takes you higher and higher, that. I just really like that New York was involved. Hey, Matt, welcome back.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, that was a good, feel good, come together movie. Like no matter how down you think it is, what did he say? It's every New Yorker's God-given right to be angry or something like that.
Well,
so, I love that, and then the fact that everyone comes together in the end. They can be angry and hateful and spiteful, but when it comes to saving New York, New Yorkers are going to be there.
That's true. That's how we are as New Yorkers. We're always going to be there regardless of what happens.
I got to say, Ghostbusters really created and solidified my love for New York City. Because I'm from Texas originally, so everything I wanted to know about New York, everything I loved about New York City came from Ghostbusters.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Because it actually showed a good amount of New York, and it explained how New Yorkers are. I mean, really stereotypical way, but...
Oh, yeah. 80s.
I mean, yeah, but it made sense because as a New Yorker, I sat there and go, I would do that. I would say that.
Yeah.
It made sense to me.
Yeah.
So, that's the one thing I did like about number 2. It really showed how the Ghostbusters were when it came to New York City themselves, which is huge. Because that's a New York movie. That is a New York movie.
Oh, yeah. Statue of Liberty, license plates. I remember one of my goals in life was to go to the Hook and Ladder number 8. And a couple of years ago, I got to go, and I was crying. I was so excited, taking pictures. It was up there with one of the best days in my life was going there.
That's great.
Yeah.
Funny enough, being from New York, still never went there. I think I've passed it before and not realized it because I think I forgot what I was doing. But I know a bunch of people that are going. And I'm like, I should go check that out. Actually really go see it.
Yeah, because right over there by Chinatown and Little Italy. It's right there in that little corner.
Yep, that's where it is. Matt got kicked off again. He's pissed.
Oh.
I'm going to tell him that his service sucks.
It does. He keeps getting kicked out.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I know mine's bad, but holy shit,
Right.
So after number 2, then came You know what? Let me not even get into what came after number 2. Did you ever go to Universal Studios and go on the Ghostbusters ride?
When I went to Universal, they didn't. The one in Florida, they didn't have a Ghostbusters ride. They had the Jaws ride and Back to the Future. But I didn't. When I was there wasn't a Ghostbusters ride that I can remember.
You missed out because I have been on that Ghostbusters ride. It's pretty cool.
Really?
I mean, it's not like a ride. It's a show.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
And it's like Terminator, the new Terminator one they have in there. Well, it's not new, but the T2 one.
Yeah. Okay.
That's where Ghostbusters used to be. They turned it into Terminator.
Yeah, I don't think they had that when I went. And I know like a couple years ago they closed down the Jaws ride.
Yeah, it's sad.
Kind of
Yes, I had a tear. I love that movie. That's my second favorite movie I've ever.
That is the first movie I remember watching is Jaws.
Oh my God, that movie is the greatest movie ever. Besides Cool Runnings, it literally is the greatest movie ever. Because all the controversy that came behind that movie that nobody really understands is what made this movie how great it was.
Yeah, I love it. It's another classic movie.
You know, in that movie, that shark was supposed to be seen from the first scene.
Yeah, I think so. I think I remember hearing that.
Originally, Jaws was supposed to be seen in the exact first scene when the girl dies, but because it was a mechanical shark in salt water, it kept sinking, so they couldn't actually, keep it up, and it kept fucking up until finally at the end, where it finally showed up. But it made the movie better. It made it suspenseful, and when you finally saw that shark, you said, "Holy shit!"
Yeah, it's
a big fucking shark.
I was scared. I was scared to take a shower.
That's not the first time I've heard that.
Yeah.
That movie, and you know what? We're going to do an episode on this show where we're going to do strictly Jaws because I've read the book. I've seen all the movies, including the Jaws: The Revenge, which is possibly the worst movie I've ever seen. Have you seen the movie?
Yeah, I've seen them all too.
Remember when he growls?
Yes. Yeah.
A shark growls.
Like, I remember as a child, I came up with this whole lineage in my head. Like, okay, Jaws 1 was like the grandpa, and then Jaws 2 was the son of Jaws, or just came up with this whole like reasoning behind it.
So did I, actually. I always tried to figure it out because I'm always thinking like, okay, so Jaws 1, like why is that? And there's 3 of them, so you're like, okay. There's 4 of them. So there's literally 4 different sharks. And in the 4th movie, they're like, the mother was like, "Oh, I think it's back for revenge." How is that possible?
Yeah, which one?
That's what they're dead. You've killed, I guess they're family members, and they decided to come back.
Blown up. They are definitely dead.
It makes no sense whatsoever. Matthew Malave has returned yet again.
Yeah.
And he will be kicked off in 10 minutes.
Probably, right? It sucks. I keep missing everything, and I keep popping in out of nowhere. And I'm like, did you talk about this yet? And I don't want to do that. So.
Well, we did discuss the second movie. We were talking about the ride in Universal. She never went on it. I had the pleasure to go on it. And then we were talking how Jaws is no longer there, which is really upsetting.
I don't understand why they took that damn ride. That was the best ride in the fucking theme park. I'm sorry. You can tell how angry I am about that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you really think about it, they took it out for Harry Potter.
Yeah, I get it. But it was Jaws. Move it. Or put Harry Potter somewhere else.
Yeah.
You're making shitloads of money. Just buy more land.
Man, you're making me want to talk about Jaws, and we're not going to do this right now. We're not.
No, Jaws episode's coming. Not yet.
We have to have a Jaws episode. Vanessa, can we have you on the Jaws episode?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I would love to sit there and talk about Jaws with you because.
Marathon all the Jawses. I will work out this family tree.
Oh my God, we have. Yeah, you're coming on this episode, and can you do me a favor when you come on this episode, though? I want you to change your background to Jaws.
Oh, well, let's see what I can do.
And you got to wear a Jaws t-shirt.
How about there's not a Jaws pop? Where's the Jaws pop?
There is Jaws. They have them. They have like 3 of them.
Yeah.
Do they? Okay, I haven't seen it yet.
They're like $150.
Yeah.
No, I want one. They have one where it's the shark, one when the shark's eating Quint, and yeah, and then I think they have a what's his face, Chief Brody.
Oh, okay.
Chief Brody.
Chief Brody. I love Chief Brody. That's Roy Schneider, man.
Yeah.
All right, we're really getting into Jaws right now, and I really want to, but we're not going to do this right now. We'll get into it another time, and we'll bring her back on because I'd love to talk Jaws. Right. You know what? Anytime we talk about an '80s franchise, we're going to bring her back on because she knows.
We're going to have to. Yeah, we're going to have to.
It's going to be even more fun to do that. But let's get back into Ghostbusters. Okay. Extreme Ghostbusters.
Oh, yeah.
That's what came out after the second one. Eventually, as time went on, we got Extreme Ghostbusters.
I think I wrote that one. I wrote it down when it came out. What, 97 it came out.
Okay, so that had to come after number 2.
Okay, I don't know what the hell Extreme Ghostbusters is. Please fill me in.
Oh, my God. You would love it. Alfonso Ribeiro is in that show.
You know who that is?
Yes, Alfonso Ribeiro is in that show. It's really actually creepy.
Wait. Hang on. Matt, do you know who that is?
No, I don't.
Dude, that's Carlton Banks, bro.
Oh, yeah, it is. Holy shit, really? He's in that?
I had a feeling he didn't. The second he didn't respond that well, I was like, wait, he doesn't really know who you're talking about.
It is.
Yeah, you know what? Carlton Banks.
That's Carlton Banks. Go ahead, Vanessa. You were saying.
Well, little trivia about that. In the real Ghostbusters, Uncle Phil is one of the monsters. He's Megawatt in the real Ghostbusters cartoon.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Wow, I didn't know either.
On too. And Winston was played by Arsenio Hall.
Yeah. Really?
Yep.
I didn't know that. Holy hell!
Right?
Really?
Yep. Arsenio Hall is in the real Ghostbusters. Are you Googling it?
I am. You said the real Ghostbusters?
Mm-hmm.
That was Arsenio Hall?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Oh.
Now you're going to make me I'm going to put the movie on tonight, and I'm just going to rewatch it and be like, holy shit, Arsenio Hall!
Did you know, did you know who Peter Venkman was played by?
Dave Coulier.
It's fucking Dave Coulier.
Yep. Well, I just found out, too, the same year that Dave Coulier started doing Peter Venkman, he did Full House. He started those at the same time.
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Malavi's gone again. And that was actually really interesting. I'm glad that I found that out. Arsenio Hall.
Oh, I know all kinds of crazy trivia about the voice actors.
But did you enjoy Extreme Ghostbusters, though? I'm a big fan. Uh-oh.
Oh, are we going to lose you? Oh, no, you're back.
Am I still there?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I got scared for a second. Once I heard that, I was like, oh, crap, am I gone?
No. Okay, so Extreme Ghostbusters has scarier ghosts and plot lines than the real Ghostbusters. But the real Ghostbusters is a lot funnier to me than Extreme Ghostbusters.
I didn't really like Extreme Ghostbusters that much. I think after watching the real Ghostbusters, seeing they made the new animated series, I was like, it's a real niche thing. Like Ghostbusters fans are gonna like it because it's a Ghostbusters cartoon, but I mean it's not my favorite either. I prefer the real Ghostbusters. Yeah, hands down, any day I would totally watch the real Ghostbusters. And now knowing that Dave Coulier and Arsenio Hall's actually in this, I want to watch it more now because that's pretty awesome. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That really just changed my life, knowing that. I'm going to tell people this tomorrow. When I go to work tomorrow, I'm going to be like, guys, you have no clue what I just learned. Well,
Ray, the voice of Ray is Frank Welker, who does...
That's Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, Scooby Doo, Fred. He does them. He does the voice of Slimer in the real Ghostbusters too.
Oh, sweet. Well, he's just more of a voice actor too, and just in general.
Yeah, Frank Welker is straight up a voice actor.
Yeah,
He's been doing it for decades.
I mean, I enjoyed him. What the fuck is he saying? He's saying, I don't know. Wait, maybe he's not on go. Let me try something. Go off Wi-Fi. Maybe it's his Wi-Fi problem. If he gets off Wi-Fi, maybe he won't have a problem.
Maybe.
So, yeah. Well, I don't know the way he's been going. Who knows? But yeah, I think that's really cool that Uncle Joey is Peter Venkman.
Yeah. Well, at first it was Lorenzo Music. He was the voice of, I think for like a year. He was the voice of Garfield in the Garfield cartoon. And then he gets replaced by Dave Coulier. So the voice of Garfield plays Peter Venkman. Later on, Bill Murray, who is Peter Venkman, plays the voice of Garfield in the Garfield movie.
Yeah, which were fucking horrible.
I know. He knows too.
Oh, he says it. He
Yeah.
hates those. He hates that.
Yeah, well, again, it becomes one of those like kitschy movies now. Like it's so bad, you want to have it. You want to watch it.
The one thing, I mean, Bill Murray, let's be honest, Bill Murray is extremely old. It's almost scary to realize how old he is. Like when I see him now, I'm like in my head, I'm like scary that like eventually,
I think he's only in his 60s or something.
He don't look like it. He looks like he's like in his 80s.
Well, his whole life he's had kind of that rugged.
That's true. Yeah, good point.
He's only 65.
He's only 60. Oh, Bill Murray, get a fucking haircut, bro.
A well-worn look about him.
But in like every movie you see him now, it still looks like, even when he was in like Zombieland, like you're just like, wow, what happened to Bill Murray?
Yeah, like in he did Rock the Casbah. He's looking pretty old. But that's his look. He's always had that old, like crotchety old man kind of look about him.
Yeah, it's true. Even in Ghostbusters. I mean, obviously in Ghostbusters, he's much younger, but he had that like he didn't give a fuck type of like hair's kind of fucked up and I don't give a shit. And look who's back again, Mr. Malave.
Hey.
Hopefully I could stay on.
I think it's great that Mr. Malave comes back and forth because it's almost like Mr. Malave needs a break.
Taking a break.
And it proves. Well, Matt, what is your fucking service?
Sprint.
Oh, well, I was going to say fuck Sprint, but I have Sprint and I don't have a problem.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm kind of like downstairs in my house. Like I don't really know.
You're in a basement.
Yeah, that is true. The bottom floor sucks.
That's kind of how it works. But let's get into the main discussion that we all wanted to discuss, and that's the brand new Ghostbusters movie that all three of us have seen. It's time to talk about it, and it's time to find out if it's worth a second round. So let's kind of start the way it should be started. When you first seen the trailer, what did you think? Vanessa, go.
When I first saw the trailer, even before the trailer, I'm totally stoked when I hear they're making another Ghostbusters movie. I'm stoked when I hear it's going to be an all-female cast. I'm a little less excited when I hear about who it's going to be because I like the girls, but I'm not like the hugest fan of the girls. And then the first trailer comes out, and I'm like, I'm excited because I hear the song. You see Proton, or you see the streams coming out, and that's exciting for a Ghostbusters fan.
Yeah, I agree.
until the international trailer came out a little bit, like a couple days later, that I really got excited because that trailer was so much better than the first American trailer.
Yeah, I have to agree too. I mean, the first time obviously hearing about Ghostbusters was when it leaked the fact that they're making a new Ghostbusters movie, which fucking excited as hell. Found out it was an all-female cast. Didn't hate on the fact that it was an all-female cast, because originally I was thinking, oh well, I mean, Ghostbusters is supposed to be male, but whatever. It's different times. Things can change. It's not weird. Then I saw the cast and I got mad because I did not like the fact that Kristen Wiig's in this movie. I did not like the fact that Melissa McCarthy's in this movie because it's like you're kind of pushing them in our face even more than they're already doing. And I don't.
The hugest Kristen Wiig fan, and I wasn't necessarily a big Melissa McCarthy fan until I saw her in Spy, and I thought Spy was freaking hilarious.
I hear great things.
Really?
About Spy.
Oh.
Spy was okay. I actually thought, what was the movie? The Boss? That shit was hilarious. I actually saw it recently, and it has a lot of good comedy in there. I didn't like Spy that much. I just thought it was a lot of her falling, and a lot of her, it's kind of like what they did with, what's his name? Paul Blart, King of Queens, Kevin James. Kevin James. It's kind of like what they did with him. Oh, he's a heavier set guy. Let's just make him fall and be like the comic relief. I felt like Spy was like that. And of course, they did a couple of that in Ghostbusters as well.
Well, you know what? Funny enough is I am a diehard Kevin James fan. Anybody that knows me knows I love Kevin James. And I consider Melissa McCarthy Kevin James just with a successful movie career. Because remember, she is on television, and she did very good on TV.
Yeah. But she's also making a lot of money through movies now.
Right.
Yeah.
But she is fat and fall. That's just what it is. She's a heavy that can fall, and people say, ha, it's funny. And I don't like that because it's not comedy that much.
Well, I don't know if that's necessarily a choice that she's making or a Hollywood choice.
It's a Hollywood choice. It's 100% a Hollywood choice.
It's definitely, it definitely is.
That's what they're given. That's the roles that they're put in, and at least she's funny at it. At least she's good at it. So
yeah, she is good at it, but I'm sick of seeing it. That's the problem.
Yeah.
I get sick of watching it, saying, "Oh, it's the same fucking character." She's the same character, and that's another thing I have a criticism.
So I can't really say. I mean, she was really different in Ghostbusters than she was in Spy, I think.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I think so. I think her character was more developed, and she was funny, but she really had a serious side. She had to make us believe that she was actually smart, and I think she did it. She did a good job at knowing her shit, and convincing us that she did know her shit.
Yeah.
Right,
it wasn't like a goofball.
So what you're telling me is she was really good at reading a script.
Yeah, basically. No, she was actually really good at making us believe that she knows what the hell she's talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, she was spouting off some stuff that to the point where you're like, wait, what did you say? I didn't even understand some of the stuff she said because she was just so fluid with it.
I mean, I'll give Melissa McCarthy credit. She was pretty decent in this movie. She has a lot of good scenes that I actually enjoyed with her involved in it. But the one person that bothered me to hell was Kristen Wiig. I just don't like. She's the same dull freaking character with the same monotone voice, and I didn't like it. But Kate McKinnon and Leslie Jones are fucking hilarious.
Yeah, they actually made the movie.
Kate McKinnon stole that movie. Kate McKinnon stole that movie.
Yeah. I didn't think she was that funny, but she was great in this movie.
Yeah, well, I always thought Kate McKinnon was hilarious on SNL, but the one that really stood out to me was Leslie Jones because I saw her on SNL, and in passing I'd seen some of her stand-up, and I just okay, I don't get it. Mad black woman, fine. I just don't. I couldn't relate to her humor. And then I see her in Ghostbusters, and she is smart, and she is well developed, and she is funny, and she is the real person, out of the Ghostbusters. It's the regular person, and it just completely opened up Leslie Jones as a person to me
Mhm.
in a whole new way. She was so good in that movie.
She was a real New Yorker.
Yeah.
She really
Yeah.
represented New York, I think, the best out of all of them because technically they're all supposed to be New Yorkers, but I really believed Leslie
Yeah.
Jones was New York. Just the way she
Yeah.
acted, her mannerism, the way, I mean, she was literally a black chick from either Brooklyn, Bronx, or Harlem. Like I was like, you are from New York, and I appreciated that. Except when they did the racist jokes, that's when I was like, damn it, you had to do it. And
It's like we know it already. Why did you have to just throw it up in our face?
Feig, whatever he wants to call himself, for these jokes.
I'll definitely
Yeah.
say the worst jokes in the movie are the jokes they show in the trailers.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
There's so much more substance and humor and emotion in the movie than what they ever show you in any of the trailers.
No, I have to agree. The trailers did. I mean, the first trailer is the most hated trailer on YouTube. That is a
Yeah.
The most hated trailer on YouTube is the Ghost.
Yeah.
Most of it is because of the fact that they're women, which I think is fucked up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, all the original Ghostbusters were men, and women still loved it. I think the big thing is, like, why is it when a woman does something, it's not for everybody, but when a man does something, it's for everybody? And I think a lot of the hate came from, like, well, how am I supposed to be a Ghostbuster? Like, well, how am I a Ghostbuster? I'm not Bill Murray. You know, it's like, I don't know.
But
I
now
don't
you
find
could be
it
Abby.
either.
You could be Abby or Leslie Jones's character.
Me?
Yeah, you could just say, "Hey, I'm Leslie Jones's character."
Yeah. No, seriously. Anybody can be those characters because you're personifying their attitudes and their quirks. It's what you identify with.
Yeah, I have to agree. I think that's what makes the movie. The fact that they're women really, to me, never played a factor. I was actually like, all right, let's see what they can do. I don't like the director that much. I mean, he did Bridesmaids, which was pretty funny, but to me, I guess either you like him or you don't like him. So I think in this movie he might have went a little too much, but we'll get into that though. We'll discuss how that is. So my question then: you went and you saw the movie. I'm assuming you paid to see the movie.
Yeah.
Okay, I did not.
It
So
wasn't one of the lucky ones.
no, I didn't pay to see the movie, and I believe Mr. Malave himself actually did pay to see that movie, and I believe he is frozen.
Oh no.
That's a great picture, Matt. You were completely frozen.
Oh,
So-
poor guy.
So I went to go see the movie. I watched the movie,
Mhm.
and I do enjoy how the beginning was. They tried to kind of copy off from the original. You know, like what they had, like the guy where it was the guy from The Office. He was
Yeah.
in The Office, and when he does like the scream and it goes to Ghostbusters, and you're like, yay! And by the way, for all the listeners, this is going to be a spoiler, spoiler fucking review because we're going to get a little in depth with it. But I guess the beginning dragged me in because I was like, yes, we have something going for a second. And like I said, I think in this entire movie, the only reason that it kind of upsetted me was I think it would be the characters, and that is mainly Kristen Wiig and Melissa McCartney. And no, you know what? Fuck that. I didn't like the villain.
Oh, wait, I've heard some controversy on that he wasn't well developed enough, and
It wasn't.
I mean, yeah, I can see that. I can see how he could have been better developed. They could have made him easier to understand or relate to. Like, why is he doing this? Okay, he was a bullied on kid. He was beat up, but like, why did he get into the paranormal type thing? There wasn't a lot of explanation there. That opening scene, the minute the movie starts and I hear the music, I'm already crying in the theater. Like, the whole entire movie, I'm holding back tears because I am just so excited to have Ghostbusters on the big screen, brand new in front of me, everything that's built up to it, all the drama online and everything, and then seeing like brand new toys in Walmart coming out and like stuff, like all this excitement has just built up for me so much. So seeing that first scene and it being like, it's a pretty iconic way of introducing a Ghostbusters movie, I think.
Yeah.
So that really like, that got me. That first scene really got me.
That's great. I mean, that's really pretty awesome. The way, I mean, you said you teared up, you cried in the theater. You know, I haven't experienced that yet. I may experience that with Power Rangers when it comes out next year. I do have a feeling that I'm going to tear up during that movie.
That's gonna be good.
I hope so. I have a lot of faith. I am such a huge fan. So Bryan Cranston's playing Zordon. That's really good.
Yeah. No, what's her name? That's playing Rita Repulsa.
Elizabeth Banks.
Yeah, I think she's gonna be awesome.
So I'm really excited for her.
Yeah.
And I love Elizabeth Banks. That's fucking Zack and Miri make a porno.
She is hilarious. She's so fun. Yeah, and she seems like such a genuine, honest, good person.
I have to agree, unless you watch the Hunger Games.
Oh, well, I never saw that one. I never saw any of those.
Oh my God, you've never seen the Hunger Games?
I know.
You know what? As somebody that is into like the 80s type of movies and whatnot, you would really enjoy the Hunger Games.
Yeah?
I watched the first one like a while ago. I didn't want to watch it. One day somebody's like, check it out. It was on Netflix. I was like, holy shit, this is a fucking crazy ass fucking movie. They kill kids in this movie.
Yeah, I've heard the books were really good. So it's not that, I'm against watching it. I just haven't seen it yet.
If you ever get an opportunity to watch it, you should totally watch it. It's a very good movie. Yeah. I mean, movies as it goes along. Yeah. And if you think Elizabeth Banks is such a genuine person, just watch the movie.
It'll change my opinion.
No, you'll be like, she's perfect for Rita. You will say yes. It makes sense. Because it does make sense from her character. In that, Matt's back. We went outside this time.
I learned a little. Like maybe I should just go outside. This is my last attempt.
Oh, okay.
Oh man, this guy's all over the place. That's great though.
All over the place. Isn't it crazy? Every time I pop up, I'm somewhere else.
Yeah, no. Yo, next time you should be like in like a dark, scary room or something, like Paranormal.
Right. And I should be like, oh my god, what is that?
Actually, that would be pretty hilarious, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it would.
You just see like in that corner just running, and you see like an entity following him, and we're all stopping, looking.
Wait, it's behind you! It's behind you!
Sorry. You gotta make a left.
Hear us? We're yelling at you. You see us, but you can't hear us.
Yeah, right?
Oh, man. So, Matt, when you first, we were talking about the new Ghostbusters movie. When you first saw it in the beginning, the first scene, did it drag you in once you saw it? Were you excited?
No, I really didn't like the beginning scene. I don't know. I just didn't believe the whole like tour guide and like I don't know. It just was a little cheesy for me. When like the ghost appeared and everything. That's one thing too. I didn't really like the way that like the ghost looked in this one. You know, I know you said, Tommy, before that they used more people in this one as ghosts. It kind of looked opposite. Like I thought in the older movies, like you actually saw like the people in costume. Like it was more authentic, I felt. And in this one, it looked like just a CGI mess. You know, so like when I first saw the ghost and like it popped out and stuff, it didn't really drag me in, you know, as the other first two movies did. But I mean, I guess they had to set up the story somehow. I just felt like I don't know. I needed something better. I feel like they needed to like. I didn't really get scared. Like you know, like I felt like if you're gonna introduce the villain and stuff, like scare the shit out of me. You know, at least a little.
Yeah. This movie wasn't very scary.
No, no, not at all. That's why I guess they made the ghost a lot more colorful, like, and a lot more like catered to kids because I guess that was the route that they were going. Maybe we'll get the kids in there and get more of their money, you know?
Well, of course, you want the kids to be involved. You want kids to like Ghostbusters, so
Of course.
cleaning it up and making it colorful as it was colorful. But those ghosts were people. They were 100% people. It was just a lot of glowing paint and a lot of glowing lights. I mean, obviously the really tall one, that's CGI.
Yeah.
Those are
They
CGI.
CGI'd a few of them, Slimer, all of them, yeah.
I mean, they CGI Times Square. Let's be real for a second.
Yeah, they shoot back into olden times.
It was ridiculous with Times Square. I mean, Sony's name was flashed everywhere. It's like, we created this movie. We did this movie. And but that's what Sony is.
Sony's been there for Ghostbusters, though. They've been there supporting it. They have the Ghost Corps, which is run by Dan Aykroyd and Ivan Reitman.
Yep.
Who, like, the goal of it is to keep the Ghostbusters franchise alive. But with that, they also are constantly donating stuff to, like, charities or to Ghostbusters groups throughout the country or to sick kids. Like, they do a lot of stuff for the community.
That's great.
Yeah, that's always great. That's something like that. You'll just give you respect, just the fact you know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But I want to know, as the movie continues on, and we get to know the characters, and now it's time to start busting some ghosts, and we get and meet Thor. We have an opportunity to meet a dumb motherfucking Thor of Chris fucking Hemsworth himself. What did you think of Chris Hemsworth?
He was hilarious.
I'm going to have to agree. I thought he was fucking funny.
Yeah, I thought he was actually one of the best things in that movie. It was great. He plays a funny-ass dumb guy. And the thing that was so great is the fact that it's fucking Thor. We just saw him, and it's just like, yo, he's a fucking geek and a nerd. Like, he's a dumb blonde. He's a white dumb... He's like a male dumb blonde.
Yep, that's what he was. Vanessa,
and most of his lines were ad-lib, too.
Yes, I heard that.
Really? Yeah.
He's funny. He was so much funnier than I thought he could be.
See, I originally, after seeing the trailer, thought he was just playing an idiot, and like just like a real legit idiot. And I was just like, see, that's stupid, because like it bothered me too much to think he was just gonna be such a dumb fuck. But when
like a flat character.
Yeah, exactly, like a bland, just stupid character.
Yeah.
But
I honestly, when I heard he was involved in the whole cast, I was like, oh, they just need a big name to try to put this movie over the top even more, but, it worked.
I mean, there were some scenes with him. The one scene that had me, well, there was two scenes that had me dying with him. The one scene when the phone was ringing and they were like, Kevin, are you going to answer the phone? He's like, it's in the fish tank. I thought that was great.
Yeah, that was good. He goes, I'm getting this phone thing down. I'm getting it down.
The phone thing down. He would fucking hang up on the people. He was such a freaking moron.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah. Oh, he was so funny when he's holding up the pictures and he's like, which one of these is doctor?
No, what I loved the most was the little witty banter between Kristen Wiig and him. Like, oh, you want to just stand there? Yeah, go ahead, stand there. Like
wanted to
hold my hand longer.
Yeah.
He totally wanted a piece of Chris Hemsworth.
Word.
Oh yeah, that was pretty funny. I like that a lot.
But to me, when they were doing that, it just really reminded me of Kristen Wiig being herself. Just that, like, oh, you want to hold my hand? Oh, that's great. All right. Yeah. Hold my hand.
I feel like she was just doing that as Kristen Wiig, as if Chris Hemsworth was actually just there, like, naked. Like, yeah, you stay there, you sexy beast. Like,
a lot of them were.
You can't really blame her for that.
Yeah. No, well, that's why it was so easy.
Yeah.
He's a good-looking guy, so, Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't want to hold his hand for too long, but he probably...
Yeah, I'm good.
but I would probably play with his hair. I'd be like, oh, that's some really nice hair, man.
When it's long Thor hair.
When he's Thor, only he's Thor though.
He is always Thor, honestly.
Yeah. Well, he's technically Captain. He's Captain Kirk's father as well. So.
Yeah.
That is true. That is true.
I believe the next Star Trek movie, they've confirmed that Hemsworth's going to be in it. So.
Yeah, I read that online too. That he's gonna have a little bit of a. I don't know how big the role is gonna be, but he's gonna have a more developed role, which I think is gonna be really cool.
I think what they're going to do is like where they're going to make his character come into the future, or like maybe like Pine will go into the past or some shit like that.
It could happen.
Because if you're gonna put Hemsworth in it, you got to give Hemsworth a bigger role. You can't just give him like a flashback.
Yeah, it can't be just be like a one scene.
Yeah.
Say that one more time.
Who?
Vanessa.
Oh, I said if you're gonna bring him back a second time, you definitely have to give him some more meat to the role.
Yeah, right. I mean, he's Thor. You got to give Thor more fucking. You have
Yeah,
to.
if not, he has other Thor shit to do.
He's got to be Thor.
Fuck, he's Thor. King of Asgard.
But I gotta tell you, the scene when he pulls up the fucking pictures, that shit is so funny.
God.
I was in my room because remember I didn't go to the movie theaters to see this, so I was in my room watching it. And when he goes, "Can you do me a favor and tell me which one's better? Me playing the saxophone, you see him playing the saxophone, or me listening to the saxophone?" And I thought it was so fucking hilarious.
Oh my God.
Oh my god.
Hemsworth played that so he had the straightest face. Like I'd like to know how many takes that took.
Oh, we're definitely gonna see outtakes. I hope we see outtakes like when the movie actually comes on the video, and like they have like an outtake or a gag reel or something, because that would be fun to watch.
I would be interested. I mean, when it comes out, again, I'm not going to buy it, but I'm
me neither.
You know, I'm going to rewatch it. You're definitely going to buy it.
Yeah.
You're going to have it right.
All right, so you let us know, Vanessa.
I'll give you a play-by.
Deleted scenes.
Oh my God, yes, all the deleted scenes.
Underwear. Chris Hemsworth and Kristen Wiig in their underwear. Yes.
Yeah, that was an after-credit scene.
Yeah, well, they're gonna have an extended edition of the movie too on the DVD.
Just don't give us an extensive version of the beginning, because it sucked.
I liked the beginning.
Really, with the whole house and everything?
I thought it wasn't bad.
It's like them when they went to the library, and then they're running away. Like that was like so Ghostbuster-y to me.
No, that was good. That was good when they first actually arrived to the house. That's when it was funny, but not the whole beginning. Like when it first started and shit, I was like, nah. I was like, oh boy, I'm in for some cheesy shit. But then it got better. So.
Yeah.
He said, "I'm in this movie's a cheesy ass fucking movie." Okay, it's like
I was in the beginning. I was like, "Oh fuck, really? Why? Why?" And then it just kept getting a little better.
I loved it.
And then the cheesy shit wasn't that bad.
No. Well, they're all a little. I mean, everything Ghostbusters is a little cheesy, and that's what kind of makes it endearing because it doesn't take itself seriously.
I don't know, maybe it's because like we're older now or something, but I refuse to believe that because like I know there was some cheesy shit in a lot of stuff I watched when I was a kid. I know Ghostbusters, even fucking Power Rangers was cheesy as hell, but like it was kind of badass. Like it was like it wasn't. I don't know. Maybe it was because I was a kid, but I'm in there looking at it and it's like
It has its badass moments, but you can't say when Kate McKinnon comes out. And she takes those two proton pistols out, and she just starts kicking ass.
No, that was pretty badass. That was badass. I loved it.
That's to me the best ghost fighting scene in the whole movie.
I think
yeah, it was. Like she took down at least 20 ghosts.
Yep.
Yeah.
Herself.
I thought that part was fucking just the way it just popped out, like
Yeah.
and she's just like. Now, when she
It
licked
was
it, I
it
was
was
like,
Scarlet Witch-esque.
but when she licked it, like I was like, the
Yeah.
dick, like
Well,
like
she's got a little bit of the she's a little bit on, let's say, on the spectrum there. So she's got that love. When Abby goes in and starts slamming the proton pack, she's like, "No, my babies!"
yeah,
Like
yeah,
that's really that's in her, you know.
yeah.
That's where she shows her affection, her love, her emotions is in the things that she creates. So it kind of, it
Yeah.
works.
Yeah. Oh, don't you touch those. Don't you touch those.
Yeah. Oh God, Kate McKinnon, her lines were hilarious. I saved on my.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed just Kate McKinnon in the entire movie. I think
Oh,
I did too.
first showed up till it ended was she was just great.
Yeah, she was the pleasant surprise in that whole movie. That whole movie, I feel like without her, it wouldn't have been as good.
Yeah, if you took her away from that movie, I think it might have went down a little bit.
Yeah.
It'd be a movie. Well, I mean, I think she's really, like, this movie probably has really made her a pretty big star now.
Have you
It's
seen?
great. She deserves it.
She's getting bad movies now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's what happens. All it takes is one movie to just boost you up, to make you look. For example, like Seth Rogen when he did Knocked Up.
Yeah.
Then just money.
Yeah, because he was in a lot of other movies. Yeah, Chris Pratt too.
Right, Guardians of the Galaxy. I mean, he did all kinds of stuff before that, all kinds of movies, and then he does Guardians of the Galaxy, and everybody knows his name.
After Guardians, it's just like, oh, you want to do Jurassic World? Come on.
Yeah.
You
want to be the new Indiana Jones? You want to be this guy? You want to be that guy?
They literally took. He did Guardians of the Galaxy, and they were like, you know what? That was really great. Would you like to, from now on, run our Jurassic Park franchise?
Yeah, I think you could do it.
And he's just like, yeah, it's good.
Oh yeah.
All right, yeah, I can do that.
And now he's going to take over Indiana Jones, possibly. So.
Oh, I think that would be so good. I'm crossing my fingers for
yes,
that.
Anything would have been better than that Shia LaBeouf accident.
Oh,
no,
that movie doesn't.
No, best part of the last movie, he picks up the hat and Indiana Jones takes it from him, basically saying, "You ain't getting this franchise."
Yeah, word, right? It's not you, you psycho.
Yeah. Right?
First off, that movie doesn't even exist. That movie does not exist. It's in the category of this movie does not exist.
Yeah, there's a lot of other movies that are in there that are not mentioned, and we don't speak its name.
We don't speak many different names of these movies.
Oh, I see.
It falls under it does not exist, like Spider-Man.
Yeah. And Fan Four Stick.
Fan Four Stick does not exist.
No.
Jurassic 3 does not exist.
Does not exist. No.
Jaws the Revenge does not exist.
What was it?
Jaws the Revenge.
Yeah, no, that doesn't exist, no.
It was in the Bahamas, though.
Jason X does not exist.
No, that movie was horrible, but when he turns into the robotic Jason, I was kind of badass.
I love the... Yeah, it was kind of badass.
Wait, say that again?
Is that the one where he's in space?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he turns into that like metal robotic, like muscular.
He gets an upgrade because he gets trapped in like this place where all the antibiotics. I don't really even remember. But
scientific terms.
He gets like an upgrade. His machete has holes in it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
That was.
I just love the best killing. The best killing was when he had the girl's like head and put it in like that freezing liquid. And then just took it out and smashed it on the counter, and she just exploded.
Yeah, that was a sick ass fucking killing.
Yeah.
But they put a drowning pool in the movie, so that's automatically badass.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know. That's kind of a pet peeve of mine. These like never-ending characters, like these characters that just won't die. I don't know. I can take it to maybe 3, but when you get to like 10.
Yeah.
Or 12.
like Saw.
Yeah.
So would you say that you're not into Paranormal Activity?
I think maybe I saw the first one. It's the same with like the Saw movies. I think I saw like the first two, and then after
You
that,
have to see the first three. The first trilogy was actually really good.
Yeah,
The whole
great.
trilogy of the Jigsaw, like the original Jigsaw, not all that other fluff that they just created to keep the story alive. Like
Yeah.
that was just all just to make money. But the first initial trilogy, and the writer, I forgot his name, he actually sold the rights after the third one. And it shows because they just kept the characters alive somehow just so they can keep banking off of the movies.
Yeah.
But the original Saws were supposed to be 3 movies, and that's it. And
Right.
that's why the story content was so well throughout each movie. And after that, it was just gore porn. That's what I like to say.
They're making a
I
new
liked it. I liked that he was sick, and then the girl that made it out kind of became his protege. Like I like that kind of leading on of a movie franchise. But
They're making another Saw. It comes out this year, I believe.
Oh my god.
So this is going to be Saw 9.
Really? There was an 8?
It was an 8, yeah.
What was that one? I remember Saw 3D. That was the last one I saw. Was that the 8th one?
I think so.
I thought that was 7.
I don't
This
know.
is the 8th.
The one with the bear trap, when the bear trap finally was used.
Yeah. Wasn't that was 7?
I'm pretty sure that was 8.
Fuck it. I don't really care.
you lost me now.
Fuck that movie. So let's get back to Ghostbusters. Now, we were discussing the villain before. I personally think the villain's extremely weak. It has no motive. He's just kind of doing it to do it, and I think it's kind of gay in that standpoint.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't think there was no reason for him to actually release all these ghosts and I'm gonna be powerful again. It was just like it was forced on us. Yeah, it was forced on us. Like I feel like it was just not enough. Like at least in Ghostbusters 2 and everything, like he was a painting. He wanted to be free. He wanted to live longer. Like that makes a lot more sense. It's like, okay, you're a ghost now. You just want to bring more ghosts out and take over and make it like a ghost world. Like it's just no.
Well, it definitely could have been in the movie established a little bit more. But did you know that book that came out with the movie, the Ghosts from Our Past book, the one they talk about?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's an actual book, and that book explains a lot more about the characters and about the movie. It's kind of like a companion to the movie.
I didn't know they actually released a book with it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, but then again, it's like, okay, but I want to watch the movie. I don't want to have to read a whole entire book to actually get the whole full movie. Like, it should at least give me enough so that way I'm into it, you know?
That's just
yeah.
lazy.
What was that, Tommy?
You said you're lazy.
I'm lazy. No, I would gladly read the book, but it's like I'm just thinking like a regular, like an average fan, not like us. You know, like we are really into Ghostbusters and shit, so we would read the book. I actually want to read it now, but like for a regular fan, they're looking at this like, okay, oh, there's a book. I have to read a book now. People are lazy. That's why they watch movies and not read books.
Well, it might be explained a little bit more in the extended edition. If it's anything like the Batman vs. Superman extended edition, it really won't. But
you saw the extended version of that movie? I don't even want to see that regular movie again.
You mentioned another movie that doesn't exist.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not quite that bad. I don't know if it's quite that bad.
I think it's one of those movies that I have to watch maybe 2 or 3 or 4 times to actually appreciate it for what it is and be like, oh, all right. Well.
I appreciate Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
He was killer as Batman. Like, he is an amazing Bruce Wayne and Batman.
I think, he did take that role to himself. And I was glad to see Ben Affleck really showed that he could be Batman.
Yeah. Oh yeah, me
That
too.
is Batman, and I love how he's.
Uh,
Oh,
We're gonna see a lot of Bruce Wayne.
oh, okay. Now I hear you.
You hear me now? I had to go inside. My phone's on 2%.
Oh,
okay.
dude, you're gonna cut out again because you're
Yeah.
inside again.
It's either my phone dies or I cut out again. So
You need to
either
get
way,
those the batteries that come with you.
I have battery packs, but they're all the way upstairs, and I don't know if they're charged.
Well, that's pointless.
Well, if we go back to Rowan, what I did like about at the end was how when Leslie Jones's character is talking about why can't you be a cute, friendly little ghost, and then he becomes the ghost from the real Ghostbusters
Hmm.
with the no ghost
Mhm.
logo. I loved that. I thought that was like so cute.
It's nostalgia.
Yeah.
So it gave
Yeah,
you something
exactly.
you wanted as a kid. You were like, oh shit, because
Yeah.
as a child, let's be real, like we see the logo, we see the ghost, and I never knew what the ghost was. Like I was like, maybe it's just a ghost, like, you know. And then I used to think, well, why wouldn't it be the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man? That's technically their main villain. And then now they bring it into play where this is the ghost that he was, and I'm like, okay, it was cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I did
Yeah,
like
cool. It was like a little tip of the hat, just like all those other references to the originals. Like it was brilliant. Like they needed that because they knew they were gonna have the older fans, and they need to give them something to love about the movie. And what's not to love when you see the original villain there? You're like, fuck yeah! That's my
Yeah.
initial reaction.
Oh yeah, I love seeing all the cameos too. I love seeing all the people doing cameos and the
Yeah.
little homage that they did to Harold Ramis. I
Yes.
really love seeing that.
Yeah. Now
And
you
they
see,
killed-
you know, the thing that I had like trouble with is like if you had all those cameos, like, and they all agreed to it, it's like, why not have them put on a protein pack and get going, and then if you want, kill Bill Murray again, but have him in the jumpsuit, you know,
No.
like so that way we
Wait,
could
wait.
have seen something.
You gotta read the book. Bill Murray isn't
Ah.
dead.
Okay.
Oh shit, is he a ghost?
No, he's not a ghost.
Oh, because originally when they were going to make Ghostbusters 3, the script said that Bill Murray said he would be in the movie if they killed him and turned him into a ghost.
Like in the first scene, yeah. Oh,
Right,
there's been
yeah.
so many.
And he would have
Ghostbusters.
been like the main villain.
Yeah. Oh, he would have loved that.
That would
Yeah.
have been awesome.
He would have
Yeah.
totally done that. So let's say we got the climax of the movie ends, then we get the after credit scene, which hints to that there will be a second movie, and it will involve Zool.
Possibly. A lot of what I've heard is that's kind of just like fan service they put in there, kind of a little like gift to the fans.
That's bullshit. They do that, I'd be really.
I would be kind of disappointed. I mean, I want to
Yeah.
see some people, but how do you tell that story again and make people happy with it? And you know, because that was the original Ghostbusters, you know.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's almost like a lose-lose situation with that. You got to be really careful with that.
I think here's the thing, the way I look at it is a tough story to touch on because we've seen it and it was done fantastically. Now they would make a big mistake putting that into the movie, even though it was an after credit scene, but it's hinting at something. So now you're telling me that they're hearing it and then all of a sudden we're never going to hear about it again. Now I have a problem because now you're fucking with me as a fan. You're making me feel stupid as a viewer.
Well,
Yep.
what if they bring it in? What they'll probably do, I think, is reference it. Maybe talk about how they battled Zool, or you know, do a flashback or something like that. But I highly doubt they're gonna go through and do a whole Zool storyline again.
You know,
I just
so,
feel like that would work.
I mean, you know what it is? Hollywood nowadays, you really can't predict what's going to happen. And
Yeah.
then sometimes you can predict what's going to happen because Hollywood is that stupid. So
Yeah.
is it possible that they could do a Zool storyline? Yeah, because you know who's going to get fucking possessed? Chris Hemsworth, yet again.
Oh, well, he already did once, yeah.
They'll do it again.
Yeah.
They'll be like, he's stupid, possess him. And then they got to possess a female. It's going to be one of it's going to be a cousin, sister, or best friend.
Well, here's what I want to see with the next one. I want to see him go outside of New York. I want it to be like a nationwide or international kind of Ghostbusters thing. I think that would be really fun.
All right, you know what? I'm going to have a problem with that because that reminds me of like what they did with Deuce Bigelow, and that didn't work out when he became a European gigolo.
That's
No,
quite a...
I mean, I feel like it needs to be like fresh, and I think it does need to be fresh. And I think Vanessa's onto something. Like, I feel like why wouldn't we want to see the Ghostbusters in like fucking California or like maybe not like Europe or somewhere else, but definitely in the United.
Matt is cutting off again. Matt, you're cutting off again. Get outside.
Yeah, run.
Run outside with a charger.
Well, right now, IDW does the ongoing Ghostbusters comics, and now they're on Ghostbusters International, where they're going national and international. So that's the storyline that the comics are exploring right now.
Okay, so maybe there is a possibility we could see them going international.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be. The thing is, I'm up for seeing where the franchise could go. I don't know if I'm down for the same director to do it, but I would like to see where he can go with it, just to see. Maybe we'll see what happens.
The franchise rights alone will make us rich beyond our wildest dreams.
Well, yeah, that's true. So
no, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where it goes in the future.
Yeah, we still got plenty of time left. I mean, they have mentioned that they were going to do an all-male one, but then it got canceled. So they are going to stick with the female cast, which, again, not a big deal. I'll just deal with Kristen Wiig and Melissa McCartney.
There's gonna be more Ghostbusters. They're already talking about doing a Ghostbusters show. Hong Kong, Hong Kong in October is their first episode of Hong Kong Ghostbusters is coming out.
Whoa!
But I wrote it down. What's called "Blame It on the Boogie" is the name of the first episode.
And this is Hong Kong Ghostbusters.
Yeah, they're doing a fan series.
Asian Ghostbusters.
Mhm. Oh yeah. Oh my God. Japan is so into Ghostbusters. Like they love it.
I didn't know that. And I'm really interested in seeing Asian Ghostbusters.
Oh yeah, there's a group of girls who did a cover of Ray Parker Jr.'s Ghostbusters, and they did a video and everything, and it's hilarious because it's in Japanese, and they're just so funny, and they're like busting ghosts, and it's so bad that it's good.
Is Ghostbusters still in English though, or is Ghostbusters in Japanese?
It's in English.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's in English.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah, yeah.
Ghostbusters, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. It's pretty cool.
So I'm going to ask you now that we've pretty much discussed the movie and what we thought about this couple scenes of the movie, would you give Ghostbusters 2016 a second round?
Oh, I already have.
She's given it a second round, so you've seen the movie twice.
Yep.
Paid for it.
Yep.
Yep, you gave it a second round, all right. You gave it multiple rounds, that's for sure. I will say that I'll give it a second round because I didn't hate it as much as I thought I was going to hate it. That's the difference. Cool. I went in there thinking hey, Matt.
Hey.
I'm
outside. I know, I got a battery pack too. See?
Oh, see, that was
using
good.
the old noggin.
So, Matt, pretty much right now we're telling would we give the movie a second round. Vanessa said she has already given it a second round. I said I will give it a second round because I thought I was going to hate it more than I originally did. Then after watching it, I didn't hate it as much as I thought I was going to hate it. So I would give the movie a second round, but like a shot, like a shot. Fireball, by the way, fireball.
Ah. Yeah, I like that, man. Down it. Take it down. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, look at the face. No. You got a little bit of face, and then he's like, oh, cinnamon. It's good now. Yeah. All right. Well, since you gave it a second round and a shot, I have to agree with all three of you, and I would give it a second round as well. But Tommy, I said three? Oh, because there's three of us now.
Including you.
There's three of us now. You see, there's three of us now. But yeah, Tommy, I agree more with you. Like, I honestly almost missed not seeing it in the movie theaters. And for me, that's a big thing. Like, I'm a fan that likes to go to the movies and see movies that I love to, like that I'm excited to watch. Like Marvel movies, I'm seeing in the movie theater. No matter if I have a Fire Stick or not, I'm watching certain movies in the theater, even if they're good or not. If I'm excited to see it, I'm gonna see it, right? And I almost missed it. I actually went almost a month after it was released, and now it's in like the smaller theaters with less seats and all that stuff. And I was like, you know what? Let's go see it. I'm gonna go see it. And I was expecting, like Tommy, I was expecting to hate it, not hate it, but like I was going in there like already like, oh, this is gonna be whack. And when it started, I was like, fuck. And it just kept getting better, and I kept laughing more frequently. And I think that was the big key. And it made all the other things that I had wrong with it, like the CGI and all the bright colors that they really didn't need and shit like that, go away, because I was enjoying all the witty banter and just everything else so much more. So as far as Malave, I am giving it a second round. I will watch it again once there's a good copy up on Fire Stick. I'm not going to buy it on Blu-ray, but yeah, I'll definitely give it a second round.
So that would be a second round. All around, baby. So Ghostbusters, the new one, does get a second round from the second round, of course. But before we sign off, because it is getting late and we all have to go to work tomorrow, is one more thing I definitely want to bring up, and I think we're going to have a little fun right now. And we're going to bring you back to our Jaws episode or any type of 80s movie episode, 100%. But here, let's have a little fun really quick before we sign off. You are right now casting the new Ghostbusters movie. Okay, this one never came out, so you're getting a brand new chance. It could be guys or girls. Who are your Ghostbusters? Go now, Vanessa. You can start.
Okay, immediately the first two, Amy Poehler and Tina Fey. Immediately. I would, if it were up to me, I would split it. I would do 2 guys and 2 girls. As far as the guys go, I think probably Seth Rogen would be hilarious. And then, you know what? I'm going to go full-on 21 Jump Street. That pairing against Amy Poehler and Tina Fey would be my ideal Ghostbusters, I think.
So you're picking both Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill?
Yes.
You took Jonah Hill from me. He's going to be on mine, too. But it's okay. I like that.
I think she's a genius in that, because I'm going to save Matt for last, but mine would automatically have Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill. That's 100%. They have to be. They have to be
on there.
But I would continue on, and I would throw in Chris Pratt, and to finish it off, I would give you Craig Robinson. You need a black guy. You need a black
You do need a black guy.
Yeah.
And Craig Robinson would bring comedy and
he's hilarious.
He's hilarious. He was great in This Is the End. He would be hilarious. That scream that he does when a ghost pops up would be fucking brilliant.
Funny. That's pretty great. That's pretty great.
Your turn. I want to hear your Ghostbusters.
All right, so Jonah Hill is definitely in there, right? You got Jonah Hill. Now you have Steve fucking Carell. Yeah, he's my Brainiac. That's gonna be the guy. You know how funny that shit's gonna be, and he has an equally funny laugh that would go amazingly in Ghostbusters. It would be fantastic.
That's pretty good.
Yep. And then, right?
Oh no!
No, he had two. He had two. He was outside. He had two, and he needed two more to just finish it off. That's so upsetting. And he was so excited to say it too.
I want to know what the other two are.
His face just lit up, and he was just like, and then, and it just died on him.
Maybe
so
we'll take it back soon. I have two plugs if I can do them before I go.
Do it.
Okay, so
do it.
The first one would be my cosplay group that I'm a part of, the 105th Squad. It's 105thsquad.com. You can go on there. We do it's a nonprofit, so they go to hospitals, they go to different shows. It's all for donation.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. The other one would be something that a lot of the ghost heads are trying to support right now. There is this another nonprofit. It's called For the Win Project, and they put kids in special circumstances, so they're either really sick or something, and they put them in their favorite movie or movie poster or movie trailer. So they put whatever they love, they put them in. And so right now there's this young kid. He's 7 years old. His name is Braden. His favorite movie is Ghostbusters. And so Sony has come together. They're going to do they're going to fly him and his family out to LA. They're going to do a whole Sony tour. They're going to put him in his own like mini Ghostbusters movie, make a poster and everything. So that is GoFundMe.com/Braden for the win.
Alex, I want you to post that link on this video. Alex does all our editing. So Alex, I want you to post that. Vanessa, say that link one more time. Say it clearly so Alex will be able to write it in perfectly.
All right, it's GoFundMe.com/Braden, which is BRAEDEN for the win.
Perfect. Good. Alex, I want you posting up there. And I think that the second Rounds on Us is going to donate to this because this is damn awesome. So, Matt.
I'm coming right back in. I need to get caught up. What are we donating for? This GoFund thing? I want to know.
Vanessa, go ahead and redo your plugs. Give 2 times.
Do it.
All right. Well, the first one was my cosplay group, the 105th Squad. It's 105thsquad.com. We do everything for charity, nonprofit. So we put on our costumes, we go to hospitals, we go to events, kind of to help, just to have a presence there for the kids. The other one, when you came back in, it's called For the Win Project. It's a nonprofit. It does it takes kids that have special circumstances, so they might be sick or have something going on, and it puts them in their favorite movie as a trailer or as a poster, so they can see themselves as their favorite movie. They get to be the hero in their favorite movie. Yeah. So there's this one 7-year-old. His name is Braden. He was born with bronchial malacia. It's a birth defect, so it makes it very, very difficult for him to breathe. It's respiratory. It affects his respiratory system. His favorite movie is Ghostbusters. So this For the Win project has come together. They're going to take him and his family all the way to California. They're going to put him up there. They're going to take him on a tour of Sony Studios. He's going to get his own custom Ghostbusters flight suit. He's going to get Sony's giving him a whole bunch of like original, real Ghostbusters swag. But they're taking donations to try to get him there. And that's the GoFundMe. It's GoFundMe.com/Braden for the win. Get Braden to LA to be a Ghostbuster.
I think that the second Rounds on Us needs to donate to this because this is a beautiful thing. As a father, I would love that. And you're talking about my son who sings the Ghostbusters theme song.
Yeah.
Okay. Sings it word for fucking word. Okay. Yeah. So And Matt, you've seen this live.
Oh, it's great. It's great. He sings it better than me.
He sings it better than you. So
And he probably knows all the words. I don't.
Dude, it's crazy. Almost 2 years old, can sing Ghostbusters to you.
Yeah,
No
you should
problem.
record that. You should record that.
That's awesome.
I plan on doing it the next time. I'm going to make sure I play it, and I'm going to record him singing it. I mean, he asked for it all the damn time, so
That
you'll
would be
able
so.
to see. You'll like it. You'll think it's really cool.
Yeah.
But I think Alex, again, I know Alex is watching because he's editing. I want you to post that link. You know what? Keep that link up right here, right? If you can see my hand, I want that link, the GoFundMe right here. I want everybody to see that link, and we're gonna spread that. We're gonna spread that out there because 100%, I'm totally downloading. Look at me. I'm totally giving money for this. I think it's great. I'm donating.
Me too. Definitely.
All of us should all come together and do that. I think that's a beautiful thing. And even if his favorite movie was Batman and Robin, and the shitty movie, but it's okay because it's for the kids.
It makes them happy.
Yeah, that's all that matters. I think that's great. That's great. I'm glad that you plugged that too, by the way.
Yeah. That was
definitely. Thank you for that.
That one.
That's pretty awesome. That's really great. So we will definitely 100% be donating to that. Vic, Alex, you guys are getting on this with us, of course, and I don't see them ever. Anyway.
Yeah.
So Matt, you still have to give us 2 more of your Ghostbusters before.
Okay. Yeah. That's right. I was gonna do it. I was just gonna make sure everything was done. Okay. So I have Jonah Hill, right? Next, right? The Rock. Right?
Okay.
Rock.
I'm telling you, I know all the stuff that he's doing now. It's just like he's doing a lot of movies, and it's like, but he is funny as fuck. The Rock would be amazing in Ghostbusters.
Off of Dwayne Johnson's cock right now because you have put him in every. Oh my God! I forgot to add my other guy. Finish.
Shut up. Right. So and then right, I'll have Amy Schumer.
What?
Amy Schumer? What?
Amy Schumer would be in this fucking movie, I'm telling you. And she would kill it. She would kill it.
Do you know?
Very interesting. I don't know if the world is ready for that Ghostbusters lineup.
Dude, there'd be so much cursing in your movie. It's ridiculous.
I know, but who says anything about ratings? So fuck off.
I never mentioned rating, but let me just say, I made a little mistake. Even though Craig Robinson will totally be my black guy in this Ghostbusters movie, but just because I know Vic and I know Alex is thinking the same thing, if Craig Robinson is not my guy, it's 100% Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, of course it's Michael B. Jordan. I was surprised that wasn't your #1 pick in this damn Ghostbusters movie.
Should have been. Michael B. Jordan is the best person ever to act in life. We all know. If you disagree, you're all asses.
Not in life.
Isn't he gonna be a superhero or something?
Uh-oh. Tommy, calm down. Calm down.
Wait, what did she say?
She goes, isn't he going to be like some superhero or something?
Well, at least he was able to pick himself up after Fan Four Stick.
It's not his fault.
Oh, God. It wasn't his fault. It was not his fault.
He's going to be in Black Panther, and he's going to be the super villain in that movie, actually. He's the bad
Okay. Okay, that's where I heard it. No, I think he's great. I think he's a really good actor. That Creed movie?
Yes.
I mean, I think
Creed was amazing.
Top. I even thought he was good in Fantastic Four.
He was.
I didn't bad in that.
He was a good Human Torch. I think personally that Michael B. Jordan is the greatest actor right now. He could be in anything. Like I said, he could be in the new Aladdin movie and play the genie, and he would be the best.
No.
See, that's what I think about. That's what I think about Donald Glover.
Donald Glover?
Childish.
He could be in anything.
That's a joke. Although he's pretty good.
So you do want a Miles Morales then?
Oh, yes. Donald Glover as Miles Morales. I mean, he's probably a little too old, but that would be so good.
He is in the animated series.
Yeah, yeah, and I mean that's basically what that character is. When they brought Miles Morales, that was
Yeah.
Donald Glover.
They said he was Donald Glover. I think that's what
Yeah.
Stan Lee said. They said that he was based off Donald Glover.
Oh, that he actually was? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. They said he was based off of Donald Glover. There's a couple of characters, like, I know Nick Fury originally was based off of Samuel L. Jackson. Like, that's actually legit. Like, Stan Lee has said that. So that's pretty cool, though. Hey, by the way, Matt, I want to give you a heads up of something I read.
Yeah.
Before we start. You remember how you were saying you were hoping Shocker was going to be in Spider-Man? Shocker?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm waiting patiently for your conclusion.
Froze, bro. So, be in the new Spider-Man Homecoming.
Fuck, you just got all chopped up. I did not hear you. Say it again.
Shocker is going to be in the new Homecoming movie.
Holy shit. Yes. I'm fuck. All right. So that's 2 villains confirmed already. How many
3.
villains are we actually going to get? 3? You see, the thing about 3 villains, see, Spider-Man 3, that movie that doesn't exist, really does exist, and it ruined my life. So now anything with 3 villains is going to kill me that's not Avengers. Because, like, even Avengers didn't really have 3 villains. No. See? It's going to be fucked up. How are they going to... I don't know.
But you can't...
I think
Spider-Man 3 on Sam Raimi, though. He didn't... The studio made him put Venom in that movie.
Yeah, that's not Sam Raimi.
That could have been, like, a Venom standalone movie. I'm still waiting for that.
I always said at the end of Spider-Man 3 should be Peter Parker, that same exact scene when he's on top of the church and he's ripping the symbiote off of his body, and then it gets onto fucking the dude from 70s show, fucking
Topher Grace.
guy. I don't want to talk about his real name, okay? Fuck him. Right? He's not Venom. So anyway, that should have been the end of the movie, and then leads into Spider-Man 4, and Venom is the guy.
Yeah.
Like, and it should have had something like the Black Spider-Man. He needed the symbiote to defeat Sandman and Harry as the Green Goblin. And then that's when he's like, fuck it, this is ruining my life, and he takes it off. You know? Jesus.
Yeah. Well, you know, that's what the studios do. They get overly involved because they think they know better.
Money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to sell toys.
Same thing happened with Trang in the Fantastic Four. Every time he's spoken about that movie, he said, the movie I made is not the movie you saw.
Yeah.
So.
It's a shame.
It's all about making money, making toys, and selling merchandise. That's all it's really about. Batman and Robin is the perfect example of that. They made the movie sucked, but they made extremely amount of money based on the toys.
Yeah, because the kids like that. Kids like bright, shiny, fast-paced movies like that.
And
Yep.
Yeah.
Please in Gotham, please.
All right, everyone, chill. Chill.
All right, everyone, chill. Just what? Bat nipples and shit. Like that's just.
Yeah.
We got bat booty. I didn't want to see George Clooney's ass. I'm sorry.
Oh, I know, you have bat
They made
nipples.
moldings of his ass, of fucking all their asses. We saw all their
We
asses.
saw everyone's ass. But Uma Thurman's ass, I was cool with.
Yeah, no, I was fine with Uma Thurman's ass. I actually love her as Poison Ivy.
Yeah, I do too. I like that Poison Ivy.
I did like it too. Bane was really stupid.
Oh, well, Bane really didn't have fucking much to do with that whole movie.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, that was just an add-on for no reason at all.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, what's the villain that we haven't seen yet that we could just throw in there? Oh, Bane, let's throw him in there and make him like a little juggernaut. That's nice.
That's what
Like
he
a little
was.
juggernaut.
Juggernaut.
He was kind of like a henchman. He was like Poison Ivy's henchman.
Yeah, there was nothing to him at all.
No.
Yeah.
There really wasn't. You pressed the button and he got the venom in him and it was just like me.
The little blinking light. I was like, oh, God.
Tom Hardy did it justice. Tom Hardy made Bane who he should be. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a pretty incredible performance.
I did enjoy that as well. But you know what? It sadly is getting a little late. Time is running out. We've made this episode go incredibly long, which is great though, because this has been a really fun episode. This was so great. Vanessa, you're fucking awesome. You know that, right?
Yeah, Vanessa, you're great.
You gotta understand, you have to tell your husband that you two need to come to New York. Like, you have to place. You have to come to New York. You're not even that far.
That's true.
Yeah.
Get in the fucking car, drive up, come to New York, and you two have to come to a con with us.
Yeah, we'll bring the Ecto 4 WD.
Yeah. Yes, you will. Ecto 4.
Yeah, that's what Josh drives. Yeah. That's his everyday car.
And I had fun too, going in and out and you guys get to see me in different areas of my house. I wish I could actually like see all of you guys for more than like a couple seconds until you guys freeze. But I had fun. I really did. No,
I think this was.
We cannot wait to have you on the Jaws episode.
Oh, you are 100% going to be on this Jaws episode.
All right.
100%. We're gonna do that.
I'll do my homework, so I'm well prepared.
That's great. I don't need to do homework. I already know my shit.
You're gonna be the Jaws expert.
You're talking to like one of the biggest Jaws fans right over there, and Tommy, this guy. He's gonna tell us stuff about Jaws that we probably don't even know yet.
Dude, I'm telling you, this shit that I could tell you about these fucking movies that'll fucking blow your mind.
Well, I can't wait. I've actually been rewatching them like since I found out about this Jaws episode, and I have a lot of stuff to say too, like about themes and just reoccurring like imagery and stuff. It's gonna be really great.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun to definitely talk Jaws. And Vanessa, you are 100% booked now. I'm booking you now to get on Jaws with us. But like I said, you have to do two things. You have to wear a Jaws t-shirt, and you have to change your background to look like Jaws.
Yeah.
One of those two things I can make happen, definitely.
Every 80s movie that you're involved with us, your background and t-shirt has to change.
Okay. I can probably find a way to make that happen.
Yes, we have a deal. All right, it's time for send-offs. Mr. Malave, give yourself a send-off.
Before I get cut off again, this is Matthew Malave, a.k.a. Mr. Malave, and another successful cosplayer interview. I had so much fun with you, Vanessa. Can't wait to have you on future shows. This is Matthew Malave saying peace and good night.
Way to go, Matt. So I'll go next. We'll say the last. And my name is Tommy James, Mr. Oh So Smooth. And yes, this is round 3 of Cosplayers Month. This episode is absolutely amazing. I knew having Vanessa was going to be a great one. She's been a fan of us for a while now. So I'm really glad that we got a chance to actually bring her on. And this girl knows her stuff, man. So
knows her shit. She knows her shit.
I am thankful that you were able to do this with us. And like I said, you will have to come to New York. If not, we're coming down to you.
Yeah.
I'll go. I'll drive down there.
Listen, road trip. You come to New York, we come down there. Or we come down there, you got to come to New York.
Exactly. Yeah. We'll make it happen.
We're going to make this happen, and you will see her on a Jaws episode. 100% it's going to happen. But, Vanessa, give your final shout. Give your social media, everything again, if you want to plug in that. Say that link one more time for us if Alex forgot to keep it up there, just so we can put it back up there.
All right. Well, I've had a blast. My name is Vanessa. On social media, I go as Scarlett Spitfire, Scarlett with 2 T's. On Instagram, it's Scarlett_Spitfire, and then Facebook and YouTube, it's just Scarlett Spitfire. I'm a part of the 105thsquad.com. That's my cosplay group, nonprofit. And then, most importantly, GoFundMe.com/Braden for the win. Let's make Braden a Ghostbuster.
Yeah.
Let's make Braden a go. Hashtag make Braden a Ghostbuster.
Yeah.
Hashtag make Braden a Ghostbuster.
Get that shit out. Trend that shit on.
Trend it.
Again, thanks for everybody that's involved right now. Let's shout out to Sin City. Let's shout out to Mr. A-Town. They couldn't be here tonight. But they're always with us in spirit and possibly as ghosts. So, yet again, Tommy James, Mr. Oh So Smooth, Mr. Malave, Vanessa, thank you guys so much for being on it. Give a wave. We'll see you tomorrow. We got a brand new episode of Cosplayers Month, and this time we're live. Live at Mr. Malave's house.
Oh, yeah. Hey, just don't break shit. And there's still no Pokemon.
Still no Pokemon here. Still no Pokemon here.
Still no Pokemon.
Laters.
Bye.
Hey.